Hello there, everybody. Hello and welcome to Don't Make Us Bored. And hello there, hedgemaze. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty dang good. I'm so glad that you're here. We're gonna have a blast. Heading out to Canada, my favorite.
Oh yeah, we're going back to Canada after we were just here a couple weeks ago.
Well, you know, you never really leave Canada, right?
No, it's always Canada in our hearts.
It's like, Tarzan. Yeah, the old Disney. Canada's in our hearts. It's gonna be in our hearts. Oh my gosh. With that said, you know, I am really happy about how things have been going lately. You know, classes just started yesterday. I'm teaching online, having fun with that. Today was my first office hour, so I was sitting there and just, what was I thinking? Having fun. I don't know. Nobody showed up and talked to me, but, you know, I'm reading through everybody's introductions, and as soon as I get those, they actually feel more human, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of sounds dumb, but it's... That's how it goes, you know? You just need people to be around and be real. I don't want any aliens in my class. I will kick you out.
Yeah, you got there's no aliens.
Yeah, no aliens. Yeah. Unless, you know, you're doing autopsies. Then maybe on aliens it's fine.
Maybe.
Wow. Jeff is asking if people ever come to office hours. Sometimes. But not really with online classes, so I should probably just use that time to, you know, get my work done. I'm really bad at that, though, hedgemaze. Oh. So, tell me, what is going on in your life these days? Anything fun? Anything ridiculous?
I don't know, nothing that's too crazy. I've been trying to deal with, like, replacing windows and calling a roofer and that kind of thing, so that's exciting.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, but I'm going to be on Big Bad Game-a-thon in a few weeks, so that's fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be on that, too. Oh, I'm so glad that... Yeah, I remember looking at your submission. I was so excited. I'm so excited.
It is a great, awful, wonderful game.
Oh, yeah. Big Bad Game-a-thon, if people here don't know, is put on every year. It's something that our community does that we just have a blast with. So, yeah, it'll be good to see that. A lot of people here are probably going to be in it, too. Jaxler, I'm pretty sure you submitted, right? What am I talking about? Jaxler's going to be on this tonight. I can't get rid of him. No matter how much I try.
It's such a good show, though.
Yeah, I love Jaxler games. Like, they've quickly become one of my favorites to see in the submission list.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jaxler's running Neopets for BBG. That's gonna be great.
Well, good. That's all I really need in life. A few Neopets. They're like Pokemon. What? No, they're not. No. Well, one of them is like a Pokemon. Oh, yeah, and he's doing Stuart Little. That is going to be a blast as well. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, today, though, we have a really good show. Hedgemaze is going to be starting us off with Crosscountry Canada for the Apple II. We've got Celeste by DududeDude. I don't know how to say it anymore. I just mess it up every single time. We've got Rain playing some Theatrhythm. Depending on how much time, you as an audience will have a chance to help choose some of the songs that you want to hear. So, you know, get excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then Jaxler playing some Spongebob for us. Now, the weird thing about Jaxler is that he plays Spongebob video games, but also... Wow, I feel rude now talking about...
Yeah.
No, the weird thing is... what was I going to say? Oh, they're games that are sort of strange or bad that I never really touched myself. So I'm excited whenever Jaxler brings them, because I don't ever see myself sitting down and playing, Neopets? No, I'm not going to do that.
Well, maybe you should.
But then Jaxler brings them, and I'm like, this is so amazing, and it makes me want to.
I mean, you know what else you should play is Homie D Clown.
That's just a lie, okay? Absolute propaganda. Hedgemaze, do not fall for this propaganda, okay?
I don't know. It's pretty convincing.
No, it's not. It's dumb. By the way, do you have any audio coming through for the game right now?
Not right now, but I can put it on if you want to capture that.
Well, I've got your stream online, so if... That was a good sound.
Yep, we got lots of beeps and boops.
Oh, I love those. Crosscountry Canada. Are we... Those are beeps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did
Go
make
ahead.
it to Canada a couple of weeks ago now, and so now we have to go cross country.
Oh, we've got the blues.
Yeah, so enjoy that, because that's basically all the music you're going to hear in this whole game.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
I have great news for everybody who liked how great Where in Hell sounded, because this game sounds worse, but also maybe better the Homie the Clown way, that there is less sound.
Ah, yeah, less sound.
Yeah, so
no, I
we're
really
violating the
liked-
law here.
We're not Protestant at all, and also I disagree. Okay, let's play it.
Sure. All right, so there's a couple of things I'm going to put in chat that are important. So here, I'm playing the Apple II version. This is the DOS version, has the hitchhiker with a face. The one that I'm playing doesn't have a face, but the DOS version is pretty brutal to look at otherwise, so I'm not playing that one.
You heard it, no face.
But I think people should see the face. So there's the face.
Oh,
And
yeah.
here's
Wait, where's the face?
on the person
What person?
in the link that I put in chat.
Oh. Well, you didn't tell me you posted a link. Okay, there we
I
go.
did. Yeah.
No need for wipers, though. Okay?
Yeah, so that's the DOS version that I'm not playing. So the graphics here are, better, I guess. So here's the other thing that I'm linking in chat. This is the map that I had to make to play this game, just casually. Because,
What?
get ready, there is no documentation in this game whatsoever. So if you're a school kid playing this, you had to figure it out for yourself.
Well, you're supposed to be Canadian if you're playing this, right?
Yeah, but there is no way for you to... Okay, so I saw an interview with somebody who worked on this game, and the commands are not listed in the game. And they asked the person about that, and they said, yeah, they purposely left the commands out of the game so people would have to figure it out.
Wow.
This is a text game. This is a text-based adventure, I guess.
I think this is the first text-based adventure we've had on Don't Make Us Bored, and that makes me excited.
You had
Well,
There's
Frog
another one.
Fractions.
And well, we had
Hitchhiker's Guide.
yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's the third text-based game that we've had on this show, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. So yeah, people can look at that map if they want to follow along with this or help me with this. So change our options. Players 1. So one thing I could do here, I was gonna set it to 3 commodities, make it 1 run. I could also do 1 commodity and do it 3 times if people want to see different endings.
I mean, yeah, audience, just go ahead and shout out what you think.
It's about the same experience either way, but instead of going all around as much, it would just be restarting this 3 times. What do we think?
Red Queen is saying get commodity. Multiple endings. Okay, multiple endings.
So
I can dig that,
we'll go with
yeah.
1 commodity. And commodity table number 0 is the only one that I know. I got this from the internet, but I guess there are different commodity tables with randomized locations and everything. And I'm like, how are you gonna know this? I don't know. It's just a meme game for children.
Oh no.
All right, so I think we're ready. If you're ready, I can start whenever.
Yeah, I see a wonderful message in chat that is absolutely not for our chat. So, thank you, demonic maniac one. Okay,
Whoa.
I'm ready when you are. Just give me a countdown and I'll start.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So what do we name our? Okay, so what should we name our driver? It's going to be used a lot in the game.
Obviously,
But if-
Brossentia.
No.
Sure.
Brosentia's driving.
Buns. Butts.
Butts. All right, I can go with. Okay, no, I can't.
Crap. Too bad. We're Brosen.
Hold on, I can make it Brossentia. There we go.
All right, there we go. There we go.
We can pick a different name next time. Okay, so it's July 3rd. Welcome to Crosscountry Canada. Your assignment is to pick up all the commodities on your list and deliver them to Regina? Saskatchewan, rather. You will start in Edmonton, and the first commodity is rapeseed. So this is where I got to look at the map, and I got to figure out where rapeseed is.
I'm going to be a
So-
fine driver, everybody. Gosh.
Yeah, you're going to do a great job.
Yeah, see?
Okay, so we can get. Oh, actually, I can drive as well or as badly as people would like me to, but. Okay, so
Well, drive like me, obviously.
I've heard a lot of things about how you drive.
I drive just fine. I have only been in 3 accidents, I suppose. And only one of those did the police show up, so...
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I can get rapeseed. So I can go Grand Prairie.
Already loaded.
So here's where we are. We got a food. We could go get food,
Oh, yeah, obviously.
and that's all there is to see in this
There
town.
might be rapeseed in there.
Well, not this town, because I got my little map where I know. So we're close though. So obviously we're in the truck. Let's put on our seatbelt. Congratulations on your good habits.
Yes! See, everybody, I know what I'm doing.
We're gonna turn on the truck.
Ooh,
Obviously,
ooh.
do that. We got a vroom vroom. LM is local map, so I gotta drive northwest. We could also speed if you want. Let's speed.
Yeah, I totally never do this, but hey. Oh, we've buckled up. We're gonna be fine.
It usually warns me. I was looking for the warning. It didn't give me the warning this time.
What warning?
Okay. Not to do that.
Oh. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Boop, 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 boop. I love the music. I love it so much.
It's great. Okay,
in
so now
love.
we're so close to where we had to be. We just gotta go to Regina. So.
Wait, that's it? This is gonna
Well,
take
we
like...
only did one commodity. Maybe I'll do 2 next time or something like that.
That's okay. It gets us... It helps us understand what's going on.
Yeah, because this game can take long or short depending on like RNG.
Yes! Let's prevent them. Prevent those fires, everybody. Oh, we're at the capital.
So the DOS version has little like, you know how Oregon Trail has.
No, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. But yeah, how the Oregon Trail version has Oregon Trail game, because people say this is like the Canadian Oregon Trail. It's really not, but it's, I guess, in the sense that school kids would have played this in class. It's similar in that sense.
So what you're saying is that Canadian schools hated their kids so much, instead of giving them Oregon Trail, they give them this.
Yes.
No, this game's fine. I like it. We haven't crashed a single time.
Yeah.
How's our health doing? Oh, you're weak from lack of food.
Yeah,
And you're a bit
I'm
tired. Let's go eat.
famished.
Look, we're at your cafe.
Wait, I have a cafe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Brosentia's Cafe.
Why the crap do I have a cafe?
You consume a tender steak with potatoes.
Yes.
Did you pay $10 and leave?
Did I
Yeah,
pay
so we-
$10 to myself?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So you could sleep in the truck or you could sleep in the hotel. What should we do?
I would sleep in the truck. Don't need a dang old hotel.
Sure. Sometimes the cops will come and wake you up and fine you for that.
Traffic. They fine you for sleeping in your vehicle? It's my vehicle. I should have slept in the cafe.
Oh, the restaurant's not open yet because it's 4:49 a.m. Okay,
We
so.
need to get some gas.
Oh yeah, do we? Let me see.
We're at like a quarter tank.
Yeah, I need
Alright.
gas.
Let's get gas.
Fill it up.
Honestly, it's kind of funny if we run out of gas too.
Do you get to run to your destination just carrying rapeseed with you? Oh, here we go. Okay. No, I'm very hungry. It's okay.
Okay.
You can go like 2 weeks without eating. I think we're gonna be fine. Saskatoon.
All right, I'm not doing that.
Bonus dispatch?
Well, we could if you want.
I mean, we don't
I
have
wasn't
to.
paying attention to where it was.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, I'll start another one after this. I just wanted to show everybody an ending. There are a few different random endings.
Lumber. Oh no, Dieffenbaker.
If you're too hungry, you will crash. So that's fun. Okay, mission accomplished.
Yes, it's ending 1. We win.
We don't even have to unload it. We just win. We just show up. Boom.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Yeah, you just show up.
Oh yes. Heck yeah! Do we get to sing "God Save the Queen"?
No.
No.
I like how it's off center, by the way.
Oh.
Okay, let's see which ending we get. Oh, I love this one.
A free lobster
Free
supper.
lobster.
Yes. Oh my gosh, dreams do come true.
I'm a little worried about those
Snip,
pieces.
snip, 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 snip.
I think
snip.
all truckers should get rewarded like that.
Yeah, I like this.
So here's what I love about this game. You would think this would be like Oregon Trail where there's like a score or something at the end. Not really, no. It really doesn't matter. That's really it.
Oh, I love it.
That's really it. So, I'm just going to show you. If I press quit, goodbye now.
Bye
Bye
now.
now.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, so let's restart this.
That was very cute, Apple II. Okay.
I just want to point out that this flag here looks like it's got like a dancing minion on it.
Oh
right?
no!
That's not a maple leaf.
So I should give some background on this game. So, this like before this one they made Crosscountry USA, but it's a Canadian company. So I find that really funny.
I'm glad that they did go on to make this, but you know, there probably were more people in the USA buying edutainment, so I can imagine that was their inspiration.
Yeah. Should I put how many commodities should I put here?
Let's get 2 commodities. So
go with 2.
let's ramp up. Yeah.
All right, start a trip. So what's our name this time? Corndan, should it be yours?
Sure. I will go pick up 2 things.
Okay. So, it's January this time, so it's winter, which makes a difference. Because some of the ferries won't be running, and some of the roads will be impassable. Also, there's one city in this game that if we have to go there, it will soft block the game, because it doesn't have a road.
What city is
This
that?
game is pretty exciting. Okay, so we're going
It's
to
just like
Yellowknife.
Canada for reals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you soft lock.
So, okay, we're doing rapeseed again. All right, fine.
Wow. Very original video game, but okay.
So this is the map that comes in the game, and this is not helpful in any way. So that's why I had to make my own map.
Yeah, that didn't help.
No, it doesn't. All right,
Wow.
so
There's rapeseed in Saskatoon. See,
that's right.
I'm reading the map.
Wait.
We
Oh, right,
drive to
you're right.
Saskatoon.
okay, hold on. We got to start the truck. Put on the seatbelt.
Actually, a lot of work to put all of this together for the map.
Oh yeah, it took me a while. And this was just when I was playing it casually, and I was like, maybe I should show this off because I thought it was pretty funny. Like, this could be our sequel to Death Road. So this is what happens in the sequel. We got there safely to Canada. Everything is fine here. There are no zombies.
Oh, good.
And And so we turn on lights.
I love that this is a text adventure.
Oh yeah, I love it. Look, and there's nothing to see at night. Like I love that there's no
Driving
like,
to the void.
Yeah, just drive into the void.
You're going 195.
The City of Bridges.
I didn't see a single bridge.
So the DOS version actually has a little graphic in some of the cities, but it's really bad. like it'll be Toronto and it'll be a picture of a baseball and it'll say Blue Jays. And it's like, all right, that's Toronto. All right, so
yeah, go
you
ahead.
have to guess what the next one is. So here's the clue. This meat product is produced from steers or cows. In '88, Alberta raised 4 million animals for this. Does anyone know what the answer is?
Sounds like steak to me.
I think it's beef. Let's see if it's beef. All right, it's beef.
Yeah, there is beef on the list. Yeah.
All right, so where do we have to go for beef? Oh, Calgary. That's nearby.
I love that there's literally one place that sells telephones in Canada.
Yeah, there's only one place to get a car, too.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because Windsor, Ontario, there's a lot of like Ford and Chrysler and Chevrolet all over there.
You're in perfect condition, by the way.
Wow.
I know.
Oh yeah, books are only in Toronto. No books anywhere else in Canada. We're learning
You
today.
can only get clothes in Montreal.
Yeah, that's
Lots of
everyone has
naked
to go to
people in
Montreal.
Canada.
Yeah.
It's like a childhood what is it? Journey. They have to go on a quest.
Yes. And we're on a quest right now for beef. Where was I supposed to go for beef anyway? It was
What is
South
this
Calgary.
E asterisk 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 O art?
Huh?
Oh, it's a
There's-
slur for a native people.
Oh,
So I didn't want to use that on my map.
that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So it was probably it was the 80s. Yeah.
Oh, I missed the hitchhiker. Oh well. Hopefully we get another one.
Do you like them?
The hitchhikers?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, they're great. Okay, so when we get a hitchhiker, oh, I wasn't paying attention where I was going. All right, so
That was not where.
east.
See, it's like, well, I was just thinking,
area.
you know, it could have been like erotico art or something like that, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, the Ukrainian Museum. We should probably
so
sleep
now we're
though.
done with an eat. Phase Cafe. So
What? Corndan doesn't get a cafe.
I know.
well, there.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out.
Like whatever your name is, there will be cafes all over Canada. So like clearly this is just our side job. Like we got here from we killed all the zombies. We got here and then we just opened a lucrative cafe business. But we're just driving around in the truck anyway because we missed the open road.
I mean, Canadians need
it's
food.
so we can visit all our cafes.
Yeah, you got to be a good CEO, okay?
Yeah, let's sleep in the hotel and see what that looks like.
Ugh.
Beautiful hotel room.
Oh, my eyes hurt. Ow.
Yeah, it keeps you wide awake.
I'm wide awake.
Anyway, I was going to say that Phase, the first game that this company made was Faye That Math Woman and Phase Word Rally.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's just a reference to that. Let's get gas.
Yeah, that's good.
Good,
Well,
good.
conveniently enough, we found one not far away.
How much does gas cost?
I don't know, but when you run out of gas and you have to get someone else to fill it up on the side of the road, it's 80 cents per liter, and they act like that's a lot, so...
Silly
Where are we going
Canada.
again?
We want to go south.
Okay.
Oh, we measure gasoline in liters because we're from Canada.
We're going to Calgary. All right, yeah, that's right, south. Continue.
Maybe we'll find a hitchhiker this time.
I hope so. So there are 3 outcomes if we get a hitchhiker. One is we bring them to their destination peacefully. They wave goodbye.
Get beef. Get the beef. Oh my gosh. Comet. It makes your mouth turn green. Comet. It makes you vomit. So have some comet and vomit today.
The only song I know with
I know.
words that are all about Hitler.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Thank you, Faizu. Faizu also knows that song.
I'm so glad this is the second out with that song.
See, the comment one helps. Because then you can actually sing it on my stream.
I could sing about Hitler on your stream. It probably won't get us banned.
I've got a mute button, and I can mute you. You went to Banff.
Eat.
Oh, you are very hungry, Corndan. Rocky.
Yeah.
I love all the diners. They're very colorful.
Rocky Raccoon went into that room.
You consume a tender potatoes.
Steak and potatoes, nice.
I just heard that, and I just thought all I had was tender potatoes, and you know what, I'm kind of okay with that too, I guess.
So there's a few things I love about this game. Like on the map, there are a few locations that are interesting choices. Oh boy, do we run out of gas? No, flat tire. Okay.
Oh no.
Flat tire.
Call for help. So far we've been driving pretty well and not having any problems.
$50 for a new tire? Oh, they just fixed it. Never mind. You
They just
suck.
fixed it, yeah.
What happened to charity, huh? Canada?
Oh, I guess these Canadians aren't that nice.
Stupid. Jerks.
How are we doing? We're very hungry and tired.
Eat.
So the restaurants are open at certain hours of the day. So far we've been alright. And like also the warehouse is only open sometimes. Okay, you dine on calves, liver, and onions.
You know, I would give that a shot. Like, I love
sleep in the
onions.
truck.
And
Alright, let's sleep in the truck.
I imagine it would taste fine.
I don't think there's any difference to sleeping in the truck except that the cops don't come after you. Okay. I guess we'll eat again. Please, cafe.
Oh
The
no!
food is so greasy.
No, Faye! How could you? Oh my gosh.
All I know is you get it right. It's that, and you know, it's overcooked and greasy, and Minicorn's behind me laughing about it.
I love it.
I'm gonna drive north and see what happens if we run out of gas.
I love
North
this
is the right
sinister
way to go.
cackling.
Oh, there we go. Ran out of gas.
Splut. Oh no.
Oh no, 80 cents per liter.
Drama.
Okay. Yeah, so like I've gotten pretty good at knowing the commands, but like otherwise this is super frustrating because you keep typing things in. It's like that's not right.
Well, they didn't even fill your truck up all the way.
If I speed. It didn't warn me this time. I keep hoping to get these messages that are funny. There we go.
Oh
there we
no!
go.
Oh no.
Apparently, I am the worst driver.
You're stopped by the highway patrol. Oh no, we got a ticket for speeding.
Well,
Okay.
just don't pay it, okay? If you don't pay it, then you don't lose the money, do you?
Okay, how's our health? Let's eat. Yeah, if you're weak from food or you're too tired, you will crash.
Oh no.
And if you're not wearing the seatbelt, I guess it's worse. I
Well-
don't think you can die in this game.
So what happens if you get in an accident? Do you have to go to like a hospital for a
We
year?
definitely, probably. We definitely need gas this time, though.
Yeah,
And
let's get gas.
Yeah.
Minicorn also thinks that's the best.
I'm glad he's entertained.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Don't
ooh,
hit him.
Get him!
Oh,
Get him!
poop. Was it Get Hitchhiker? I forgot how it is.
No.
Apparently, nope.
No, alright. I was too late. I was too slow. I'm sorry. I hope we'll get one.
Oh, it's
anyway,
all
no.
good. Pick up hitchhiker.
Yeah. So
Wait, was
there's
that
three,
Slave Lake?
I guess. The game will accept multiple
Canada.
different answers, by the way.
Uh-oh. We did it! I'm
Mission
ready for the
accomplished.
flag. Yes! And then I think we have time for one more.
Okay.
Well, I want to see the ending, though.
yeah.
Let's see if I did better than a lobster dinner.
This land was made for you and me. Okay.
There's a Mexican hat dance. Oh boy, we win a
Yes!
set of hockey equipment. That's
Oh
a new
my
one. I haven't seen that one before.
Finally, my own hockey equipment.
I need something to do since my team's eliminated from the playoffs.
Dang it.
Okay, it took us 3 days.
Bye now. I'm ready for the music. Come on. Never mind.
Oh, it didn't play
That
the
wasn't
music.
a higher profit, that was higher expenses.
Didn't play the music.
Why does it not play the music sometimes?
Oh wait, whoops. Hold on, I gotta reboot that anyway because I pressed the wrong thing. I don't know, maybe it'll play it this time.
Music. Oh, gee, I'm so glad that Cornchild is here with us today.
Alright, here's the music. There we go. I didn't steal this from a church. I stole it from archive.org or somewhere like that.
We got it from the Protestant School Board of Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greater Montreal, not any
Yeah,
common
the Protestant
Montreal
School
out there.
Board of Greater Montreal.
Okay, so what name are we using this time?
Let's go ahead. Twitch chat.
I should call it Twitch chat?
Or butts. Let's do butts. That is also Twitch.
Yeah.
Just a good name. Attention, butts. That's all I need to know.
April 18th. Your assignment is to pick up lumber. I can deliver it to Edmonton. So where do we get lumber? Okay, we could get it in BC, Ontario, or Quebec. Right now we're in Ottawa. So we could get it in Thunder Bay, Ontario? Yeah, let's go to Thunder Bay. That sounds right.
But Thunder Bay's on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been really lucky actually that we haven't gotten any of the like eastern starts because it becomes sort of a nightmare of tiny cities and ferries which are not running at certain times of the year. Okay, how are we doing?
You know what? Do you think Butts uses a seatbelt? I don't think Butts does.
Yeah, let's not use the seatbelt. Let's just start truck.
Ah!
So I have to look at their map because it's not really geographically right, but it has the specific directions I need to type. Like it will not let me type the like just north if it's northeast or whatever.
Oh no, is that rain or mayflies? Really could be
be both.
either.
Well, either way, the solution is put on your wipers.
It won't let me do that. I gotta turn on wipers?
Turn on wipers.
Sure.
Yeah, wipe
what's funny
away.
is that what's funny is I never have to turn them off. I can just leave them on.
Oh,
Forever.
really?
It won't stop me. Yeah, we don't have our seatbelt on. We're fine though.
Oh no. Oh no, it's too dark.
I really like how nothing happens when you turn them on. There's no visible difference.
Like that
like
one.
Nipigon, like that one, yeah.
Thunder Bay, of course, butts going to Thunder Bay. Who would have expected? Oh no.
We should sleep and eat.
I think that's closed. Too. Oh, they're open. Okay. So I guess it's not going to happen. So in case it doesn't, so hitchhikers, the three things that can happen is they wave off. You know, they go on their merry way, or they tip you $100, or they shoot you and steal one of your commodities.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I haven't had that happen, but I have seen it happen. On
Maybe it'll happen to Buzz.
maybe it will happen.
Butts, we're gonna have to see butts.
Okay, where
So
was I supposed to go?
I have to address something. Chat's asking me when Cornchild's going to play a game on stream. And Cornchild and I have played a game on stream before.
Oh, geez, what is that? Oh, no.
No, we were in an accident.
How? Why did you get in an accident?
I don't know. Oh, were we hungry? Maybe we were hungry.
I think so.
No, we did eat.
Did you
Did you
sleep?
How's our health? Oh yeah, we're tired, so that's probably it.
I did
fine.
tell you to go to sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep.
This is a showcase. I'm showcasing everything.
Like if we get into another accident.
Central Standard Time Zone. Oh, it's messing me up already.
Do you like the perfectly round trees? I do. I also like how they don't move when the road scrolls.
We should.
With our health.
Look,
Yeah, let's sleep.
graphics are hard, you know?
Yeah, they're hard. This has graphics. There are technically graphics.
For the Apple II, they're really good.
Yeah.
But's got a delicious breakfast.
Yes.
Like, I can
So
tell that's a building.
Yeah, it's a building. You
That
can eat
is
there.
great for Apple II, okay?
Yeah. There are versions of this game from like 2000 or 2002 or whatever, which are like actually have like full graphics, but we don't need that.
Yeah.
Why would you want that?
I don't. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no, it's cloudy. Oh, it's
For
raining.
wipers, and then it starts raining.
See,
I just leave the wipers on all the time.
you were
'cause
just
it's not gonna stop
prepared.
me.
Yeah.
You'll also notice I never had to turn off the truck. I just kind of leave it on all the time. Most of
Well, unless you
Flynn-
crash it.
So Flin Flon is a really interesting town, like Brossentia. You might want to look at Wikipedia, like read out loud the origin of the name.
Okay, Flin Flon. Let me look it up. Okay, it was founded in 1927 by Hudson Bay Mining and Smelting to exploit the large local copper and zinc ore resources. Okay. The town's name is taken from the lead character in a paperback novel, The Sunless City, by J.E. Preston Murdoch. Josiah Flintabaddy Floniton. What the crap? Piloted a submarine into a bottomless lake where he sailed through a hole lined with gold to enter a strange underground world. A copy of the book was allegedly found and read by prospector Tom Creighton. Wait, seriously?
Yep.
Yeah, they named their town after a character.
They're just out there hiking and they're like, this looks like a good place for a town. Wait, what's this book doing here? Maybe it came from the future.
Canada's breadbasket. I also like how on the Wikipedia page where they like have Flinty the mascot, and they had $3 coins which have Flinty on them that only work in that town.
I love
I
it.
find that really interesting. There's also
You know what? We
Cassiar.
forgot to grab lumber.
Well,
Did we? Oh, geez, we did.
well.
All right, I'm not bothered if we don't finish this in 30 minutes, but we've got to experience this game. I'll drive back, though.
We're not going to make it in time.
No, we're not.
Wait,
maybe
do
we're
you
gonna
have to
hitchhike
get
it.
it in a specific amount of time?
Well,
I don't
no,
know, but the 30 minutes will
Oh,
be
for
up
the
soon.
show.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I forget that we had an estimate on the stream.
it's fine. How's our health doing? Yeah, it's this is really just a silly thing to show her up.
No
show off.
food.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that we missed it. That was the time we got real tired and then crashed our truck.
Yeah. Oh, there's Butts' Diner.
Butts' Diner. Everybody is welcome here. It didn't even say what meal it was, just a meal.
Yeah, it's just food. Sometimes it gives you like a really big description of what it was. You know, like, oh, we ran out of gas again. This is what happens when I'm not paying attention.
Can you just call the police without, like, getting in an accident?
I don't know, can we? Call help. Nothing wrong. You pay a $20 service charge.
Oh no! What a jerk.
All right, we wasted somebody's time. Yeah, I'm disappointed we didn't get a hitchhiker. That's all right. But we've got to experience this game, Gateway to the West.
Heck yeah.
I guess we're almost at the 30 minutes, so...
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Yeah, we'll get to the next town, I guess, and then we'll... Okay, we got to Ontario, so...
Oh, it's a good place. Good old Ontario. In Kenora,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we'll just finish off here and have our, just sleep.
Just sleep. Good
Oh,
night,
sleep.
everybody. That has been Crosscountry Canada. Oh no, we can't sleep, but
Well,
there's no
I mean,
sleep for the wicked, I guess. No rest.
Yeah, we'll be sleep then.
Just hold on to your butts.
Yeah, hold on to your butts.
Good plan, everybody. Hold on to your butts. Because, yeah, that's going to be time. No gong. I really enjoyed this. This was a fun little showcase of a game that I had never even heard about.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if this was like a gong sort of thing, but I thought it would be fun.
No, we didn't gong. We could have, but we didn't. Nah, thank you so much, hedgemaze. Now, you said you're playing in Big Bad Game-a-thon.
Yes.
Remind me what you are playing.
It's My Boyfriend, Summer of My Life for the Nintendo DS. It is a terrible, terrible dating game for the DS, and I love it. What I like to call it is a poorly translated German open-world dating-themed RPG. So if that sounds exciting to anyone, then tune in at 5:55 a.m. on the 20th.
Okay. I really want to be awake for that. Oh, I don't know. I might just like have like multiple gallons of coffee in my room. Just be like, we're gonna do it. Except caffeine doesn't keep me awake, but I'll pretend it does. Maybe if I drink that much, it will.
Maybe.
You know what'll keep you awake?
What?
The music from Hobie D. Clown kept Keezer on awake.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
My game also has incredibly awful sound. Like, I have it turned really low, like on my submission video, because it's just incredibly hard to listen to. So if anyone needs to be kept awake, I got a game for that.
Good to know. Well, thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and run to the next game. I'll catch you later.
All right, thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Corndan. You know, I didn't expect to gong with that, and I had an absolute blast. We've got Celeste next, and apparently we've got Quickman music right now. Stupid freaking Quickman. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Celeste is extremely difficult. Let's go talk to DududeDude and see how he's doing. Hello there, Mr. DududeDude.
Hey, how are things?
Hey, going great. I've been having a lot of fun. You know, we had our first game today. We got to go to Canada. And it
We're
was...
still in Canada.
There was lumber. Apparently lots of rapeseed and also, I guess, a few hitchhikers. Not as many as I'd like.
Yeah, I heard you didn't get it to take any along, unfortunately.
I tried, like with my heart.
Yeah.
We hope to.
Yeah, we definitely hoped to take them, but whatever. We'll get along. Now, I know that Celeste is huge in the speedrunning community, and you are putting on a show for us today.
Yeah, but I'm not the speedrunner of this game, so that's not.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to be the best in order to show something off. That's sort of like the theme of this show. You know, we like to see speedruns or challenge attempts or people who play well, but we also like to just learn about some of these games that we've never seen before or that we have seen and just haven't seen this far into it. And this is Celeste Chapter 9, right?
This is in fact Chapter 9, yes. Not where I'm currently standing in the game, though I'm not certain if it's on stream yet. That's a different matter. I just wanted to get somewhere where you could get a decent audio level.
Yep, I can hear it. It sounds pretty dang fantastic. So I think that yeah, go ahead and go where you need to. Everybody, if you would like to submit to Don't Make Us Bored, you are more than welcome to do so. It doesn't.
We would like you to.
The biggest thing is that we don't want to be bored. You make us bored, and we give you the gong like a so. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Not very bassy though. It's very, very soprano. Anyway. Yeah, so far we've only had a handful of gongs. As long as we can have fun, then you can usually keep going. So, I think we're ready whenever you are.
It's gonna be exciting.
Alright, that's gonna be great then. I'll give us a countdown.
Okay.
It'll be pretty obvious when we're actually properly starting. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Anyway, the first screen for people worried about story spoilers, this first screen unavoidably contains a spoiler. I'll be skipping most of the cutscenes, but you know. So if you I tell people who are worried about spoilers to look away for a tiny little bit. Oh,
Good idea. Oh no! Okay, I'm crying already.
Worried about spoilers.
No more spoilers. Although I cried every time. Well, this is the only time.
Yeah, Celeste is a pretty excellent platforming game with super precise controls and a very high difficulty. Basic controls are just jumping and dashing. You can do a lot with that.
I've beaten the full, the base game as well as some of the B levels, but I haven't gotten past very much. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't even try it because my hands don't work that well.
Yeah, I can see that. I've actually been using it as an excuse to get better at like precise controls in video games.
Yeah, and there's no offense for people who are saying that, you know, they still want to play this without seeing this area before. That's completely fine. Yeah, we love you all the same.
You want to check back for our next game at a minimum.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah, the next game is going to be fantastic. I did mess up a little bit now. Yeah. Because I don't speedrun the game. I have practiced this chapter a whole bunch, so it won't go super badly, but it's still pretty difficult, so it's going to take a while.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also purposefully not quite using all my knowledge for the early bits of this chapter, because I'm pretending this is my first playthrough, even though it clearly isn't. Just to show, like, normally when you see this chapter played, it's by a speedrunner, so you can just zip around at absurd speeds, which you kind of do anyway in this game, but...
I mean, it's already absurd speeds.
Yep. I figured I'd show off that you can do it with casual strats too. Whoops.
I'm a filthy casual, so that helps.
I'm worse than a filthy casual.
Oh my gosh.
No.
So chat's asking, why is there a good game being played on this channel? And that's because this is Don't Make Us Bored, where the only rule is don't make us bored.
Yeah. And good games are definitely welcome. Come on, the last one was good. It was all about Canada.
Yeah, the last one, the last one we delivered lumber in Canada.
Yeah. Well, we kind of failed the last time, but that's fine.
Well, no, Butts failed. You and I were both successful.
Oh yeah, you and I were great truck drivers, both of us.
Well, you're apparently a better truck driver than I, because I got pulled over and ran out of gas.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Thank you for the compliments there. The compliments that chat refuses to give me.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I apparently trust you more being a truck driver than I do with normal driving.
So I'm just watching what you're doing with these jellyfish, and I'm a little stressed.
Yeah, that was a little accident. Like, I went a little too far, but I figured I'd just recover instead of taking a quick dip, because it's more amusing to me.
Yeah, it worked.
Did you just teleport a jellyfish?
He also killed a jellyfish. Yeah.
Yeah, the Shimmering Walls killed a jellyfish, sadly.
Why are you being mean to jellyfish?
You have to.
Otherwise, I have to be mean to myself, and
That's not okay.
one is better than the other.
Yeah, be good to yourself, be mean to jellyfish.
I mean, letting things play out a little bit, like I could skip this cutscene, but it kind of establishes the fact that I have to get a bunch of keys, so,
Oh yeah.
So, whoops.
Eh.
Whoops.
Welcome to the Celeste experience. If you've never played Celeste, everything kills you. You are going to die
I
alone.
didn't have to go to this telescope, but I figured I'd show up real quick that it's here, and that's how you're supposed to figure out where you're supposed to go next to this room. So otherwise, I'd just go into this bubble and randomly go right to pick one ring. Why do you do that? Whee! Also, new to this chapter are these double dash crystals, which you don't normally have your double dash in this particular chapter.
Oh, but the crystals give you the double dash. Okay. So you've got to conserve it right here.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be able to make it across there.
Oh, I like that. That's a nice, small, simple mechanic that they added for this chapter. I love it.
Yeah, one with the jellyfishes are also completely new.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a big room, which is more of a puzzle than anything. You need to figure out how you can get the jellyfish and the whoops.
Oh
Double
no.
dash. That's okay, because I've unlocked them. They're easier to get to than they were before.
Bah.
There we go. Now we need to get rid of all this pesky electricity, so we break an electric box, of course, because that's what you do.
No, you're a hacker. You hacked into the electric mainframe.
Now, these next couple rooms are kind of like extra tutorials for the jellyfish mechanics, like throw them through storms,
What?
can catch in midair,
Holy
etc.
crap.
Or you
Oh
can
my
just, throw them and catch them again for extra distance, because otherwise this room is featureless, so what else are you gonna do?
I love that. But I'm a little bit terrified. Like, because you're showing what's coming up right now. Like, bits of what's coming up.
And of course you can throw them into buttons.
Yay! Thank you, Jelly.
Would have a field day with this game, complaining about you and jellyfish.
No, this room is more of a test to see if you understand the jellyfish mechanics.
Oh, I understand plenty.
It used to take me so many tries originally. I'm making it look pretty easy now, but the first time I finished this chapter, it took me like 13 hours of playtime in total. So,
I can believe that. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But these individual rooms some of the later individual rooms took me like an hour to get through just by themselves. You hopefully see about this time.
Whee! Oh, hi, pretty stars.
The music.
You just detonated a fish.
Yep.
He deserved it.
Need to boost.
Seriously, stupid fish. Hate him.
You hate them.
Yeah.
Oh, fish are fun. I have fish in my aquarium.
Yeah, since I see people in chat talking about it, Chapter 9 was eventually added as a completely free update to the game. It's not paid DLC or anything. If you've got the game, if you've played it in the past, you can play this yourself if you really want to.
Yeah, I need to give it a shot. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close. Like, I love Celeste. It's
a fantastic game.
It's very difficult for those who haven't played it, but honestly, part of it is Like, the game, compared to a lot of games that are extremely difficult, this game is encouraging. It tries to stay positive, despite how hard it is.
I still can't play it because I have stupid fingers.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
Like,
so
it's very intense on the button pushing.
I own it, and I can play it for about 10 minutes before my hands hurt.
Ah,
So
messing this up.
close!
It's the same with hay fever.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And I'm not going to say anything about Okami, but I am aware of that suit existing. It depends on how well I feel I'm doing, or I'll go for it.
That is fair enough. Whew.
Just felt like showing off this telescope there. Most of the big rooms in the game have one, just so you can get a bit of a preview on what you're doing. Also say, in general, this game does a really good job of varying, like, the very difficult rooms with somewhat easier rooms in between to give you a break.
I like that.
Now we
Also, a very subtle method of encouragement as well, by helping some of the rooms be doable in a couple tries.
Yep. Like, typically, if you... I'm not certain. Troll doesn't want to do the diagonals. There we go.
Oh!
Uh,
I love it. Push the fish. I didn't expect a puzzle mechanic like that, though.
yeah, it's there's some really neat mechanics with the fish because they get pushed around by different objects. Like, they'll become into play more in the later in the level too.
I have to agree with chat here. Chat's asking you to mod this game to put in the Captain America no. Every time you die.
Every time you die, that would be hilarious.
There we go.
No!
No! Boing.
There we go.
Yeah, that was great. Wow. Holy
There we go.
crap. Whew. Okay, I can
It
breathe.
always feels good to nail it. It always feels good to nail a couple. Oops. It always feels good to nail a couple rooms if you've had to struggle with one before.
Oh, yeah. Like, I can tell just by watching how difficult some of these rooms are.
There's still the easy part of the chapter too.
Gosh.
Anyway. There we go, got the heart. That's the end of the level, right?
It should be, but there's no way. We're only 12 minutes into this. It's definitely not the end.
That
Yeah,
can't be the end.
very smart, Celeste.
Our ultimate goal of this chapter is chasing this bloody bird.
Yay.
Birds are jerks.
But this one's cute. Look, it's kind of got blue body and pecks the ground. And
It teaches you things too. Thinking of teaching things. It's like a
yeah.
PowerPoint presentation.
Thank you for the reminder, chat. The main character is Madeline. Celeste is the mountain. Yes, wave dashing and me.
Practical solution for birds in space.
Yeah,
Can't catch that bird. Fact, birds are hard to catch. Wow, it's fast. Also, it can fly. Yeah, and part of you won't help. She's the worst. Impossible? Introducing wave dashing. Whoa. With wave dashing, you can jump very far and regain your dash at the same time. It's easy. Jump. Dash diagonally down to the ground. Immediately jump and hold forward. You did it. Go you. Trouble in paradise. If you don't regain your dash, you're starting too low on the ground. If you don't get much distance, you're starting too far from the ground. Happy wave dashing.
It's a really fun way to do a tutorial. It also helps you a little bit more by just giving you an actual example of doing it here. And of course, the first time you're doing this, that you'll be like stuck there for a while, just trying to figure out how to actually get it to work. Yeah. Speaking of being stuck here for a while.
So, is this actually like tech that people developed speedrunning the game?
Yep, this is like prime speedrun tech, and the rest of the game never ever requires you to do a wave dash. And this
love
part of the chapter is explicitly designed around you doing that, which is why it gives you a little tutorial.
So basically, this chapter is all about making people speedrun the earlier parts of the game.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, this is also what I was talking about earlier, that I was purposely for the early part of the chapter not using some delayed attack with Teacher Shield out, because I figured I'd present that part as it's supposed to be done first time through.
Well,
I still have.
oh no! It happens.
Sorry, go on.
The fuzzy stuff at the top, if you touch, it ends up making deadly
Yep, you can
spots.
basically stand on top of each bit of him once. Like, realistically, you have like 3 chances to jump on top of this guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Just a little bit
close.
too late. Yep. Then I jumped a little bit too early. But yeah, every time I leave the ground at pretty high speed, not to wave dash pretty much, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Ow!
This one is on a room in which you specifically don't do that. Whoops. Oops.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's how it goes. There we go. That's what I was supposed to do. Oops.
That was
I
not
wasn't
what you were
supposed to jump that early. That's the fun of this.
Whew. I'm just stressed by all of
Also,
this.
yeah, it's worth mentioning that as the chapter progresses, there will basically be less and less actual floor you can stand on. It asks you to do trickier and trickier wave dashes.
I love it. Yeah, it's so creative.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching this.
This room is one of the harder ones. You gotta nail the timing and when to jump and all that.
Wow.
So this room also introduces you to having to do something that you also haven't really had to do previously in the game, which is control your falling speed. Which is something you can do also throughout the entire game. Because if you hold down, you fall quicker. Amazing how that works.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, Boyd. Come here, Boyd. Why are the chompers stressing me out so much? Stop it, chompers.
It's okay. At the end, the chompers are your friend. By which I mean, you actually need to hold on to this side of it to get a bit of a boost in your jump there.
Ah, clever.
So that went a little bit quick, but that block on the left side has just a little bit you can jump off of, which is the easiest way to that particular room. This one's once again timing thing primarily.
Oh, those evil stars.
Yeah.
I hate them. Hate them worse than
Do you hate them?
fish.
Yeah.
Why do you hate them?
I don't know.
Nah.
Just dumb. See, that's why.
Jumping slightly wrong.
That's why I hate them.
That was wrong timing on that one. This time I didn't regain my dash. Just relax. Big breaths. Keep on going.
You're doing fine. You're doing great.
Yeah. There we go.
I played that room and went nope, and uninstalled Celeste.
Oh, geez. That makes me think Justin uninstalled Pears and Grey Witch within 5 minutes of starting to play it.
Well, I mean, that's reasonable.
I wouldn't blame anybody for doing that.
Oh, I think it's completely reasonable, but I made me think of that. I want to play more of it, though. Watching Celeste makes me want to play Pears and Grey Witch.
Well, I mean, you got some levels to do.
I mean, both of them require firm belief, so does that.
They sure do. Oh, jeez, I hate those fireballs.
It's worth mentioning the ice balls will also kill you if you touch them from any side that isn't the top.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, no.
No.
Once again, it's been marked on, but one of the other reasons this game is really gentle about loading is the fact that whenever you die, it doesn't take very long at all to just get back to what you're doing. Like, the death animation is incredibly short.
Yep,
Which is really nice.
I'm a huge fan of games that do that. Like, even though I think I Want to Be the Guy started the popular trend of very difficult games, it still often took a little bit longer to get back into levels than it needed to. Super Meat Boy, though, I think essentially set the standard. Yeah.
It definitely did. Anyway, we're kind of stuck here, so sometimes you have to go back to go forward.
Oh no.
Because there is a little hidden passage here, which is the actual way forward.
Uh-huh. Blah, 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 blah. Wow. This
I love
is.
these blocks, by the way.
I love them
So
too.
satisfying.
They're sort of the best.
Yeah, I do specifically need to hit him from underneath there, and I hit him too late there. But I do specifically need him from underneath to stall him a bit, because I need him for ball stuff in this particular room.
You know, I want a grumpy block in my life.
I mean, you have Justin.
He's not that grumpy.
He uninstalled Pears and Grey Witch in 5 minutes.
Okay, maybe a little grumpy. Yeah. Oh, good. The door's not open. He would probably come yell at me if I if I said that. Oh no, he heard me. I'm in trouble. Uh-oh.
Well, you probably deserve it.
I probably do deserve it.
Why are you talking trash about your significant other?
I'm not talking trash. It's called joking. Hi, Justin. No! Don't get me! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna be fine. We're watching Celeste. Ah! Oh my gosh. Yeah, the music is so good. The people who do audio for GDQ, they were the ones who did the audio for this.
Power Up Audio?
Power Up Audio, yeah.
There we go.
Whoa, you
This
skipped
segment
a
is
whole
lovely.
spring. Unless you were supposed to, then cool.
It's weird with that room. I've never actually hit all the spring for successfully completing it. I think it's technically possible at the time to do it, but I'm not good at that particular set of timing.
I was gonna say same, but
Look, I've never completed the room, so I've definitely never completed it by hitting all the strings.
yeah, that's fair enough. Ooh.
There we go.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a little bit early there. That's unusual. Oops. This yeah, that was a lost cause. Let's see. What's that? I'm just gonna wait for recycle to come around again. It's the most important thing in this segment of the level is to occasionally just wait for things to line up properly before you go again instead of just diving and frustrating yourself.
Yeah, there really wouldn't be any way to do this without doing that. Oh!
There we go.
Very nice.
There we go.
Ha! Take that, bird! Yeah, you nerd. Bird is a nerd.
The bird. We heard the bird.
Well, I like the bird. Yeah, I heard it. It's a good bird.
It's okay. We're gonna help the bird now.
Yay, bird's our friend. Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of good burbs around. Not all burbs are jerks, just most of them.
If it's
Depends on, like, I think the difference is basically, are you playing an RPG? If you are, the birds are jerks. If you're not playing an RPG, they're usually nice.
no, if it's a platformer, birds almost universally are the worst.
Pretty much.
I suppose.
Ninja Gaiden, yeah, you don't want to mess with the birds in that. They will ruin you. They're the reason I lost one of my matches for the Gauntlet over on the GDQ channel. Stupid bird.
I mean, I've got a lot of burbs that come to my backyard, and they're pretty good burbs.
Good for those birds.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a bird feeder outside. Pretty awesome.
We get cardinals and finches and wrens and a whole bunch of other stuff. Blue jays come by every so often.
Wow, that was very good.
Yeah, these segments are really satisfying. These rooms are like a little easier than what I've gone before, but they're longer typically. So it's interesting counterbalance.
Yeah, just seeing a long room, even though it's a little bit easier still, there's the whole if things don't work out, it's going to be repeating everything that you just did.
Yep.
I guess like that.
Appropriate timing.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind at all. There we go. That's what I wanted to happen. Yeah, should have. I forgot something there. There we go. Guess we're going for rapid fish extermination here.
Boing.
I want to avoid these fish. There we go.
Oh no!
Whoops.
I just completely forgot to dash there. That was pretty good.
I love it. It's... like, that just seems like something that probably happens to literally everybody.
Mm-hmm. We were bringing back the jellyfish after a while now. Hope you remember how to use them.
Thank you, game. I remember.
Speaking of long distance fish travel too.
Oh, baby.
Oh. I forgot I can't dash there. Like, you can't use that to recover because then that happens. Oh. That time wasn't high enough. Oh well.
Whee!
There we go.
Nice.
Alright, it's been a while since the game made us wave dash, so... How about room that's all about now? Yep.
I love that you talk about how it's been a while since the game's done it, like that was like 10 minutes ago. But for a lot of players, that may have actually been a long time ago, is they're just like, I'm out. I'll come back to this later.
Yep.
Yep. Like I said earlier, the first time I beat this level, it took me 13 hours of playtime or so, and that was like spread out over. Oh, I forgot to dash there. That was spread out over like a week or so of just trying to beat individual rooms of the level. Because like I can't do this level easily in one attempt now, but when I initially played it, like I had to take breaks like after an hour or so just because my hand was starting to hurt.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Ooh.
There we go.
Nice. Wow, the fish not helping. Thank you, you dumb fish.
You've killed his friends.
Well, okay, yeah, you did kill his friends, I guess.
Fish are friends, not food.
No, fish are explosives. There's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they should be your friends, right?
Don't explode your friends.
Well, don't eat fish because they'll explode.
Okay, good. Good lesson, I guess? No. Fish is a good food.
But not that fish.
Yeah,
Right.
it explodes.
I mean, I like fish sticks, but I'm not going to go eat blowfish.
Anyway, we've arrived at what is technically the final room of this level.
Uh-oh.
Don't you worry, it's gonna take a while because this is also the longest room in the level. It's also not, the beginning there is the only checkpoint you get. So keep in mind that for this entire next segment, if I make a mistake and die, I will have to do this entire business all over again. And also there's no ground to speak of, really. Oh, that's fine. There we go.
Oh.
It's also worth mentioning the actual, I've also applied to jellyfish, otherwise this segment would be literally impossible. It also took me like 50 or so attempts to realize before I realized I actually had back control of the jellyfish the first time I did this, so that was fun. Okay, time to say goodbye to the jellyfish.
Bye, my jelly.
Get another jellyfish friend.
That's not gonna
For
last
about
very
5
long,
seconds.
unfortunately.
That's fine.
Anyway, I could go to the right after beating this electric box and immediately finish the level. But I want to do something else instead, so I'm going to go left. Because there's a little hidden segment here, hidden in the electricity, that's entirely optional. Also, once again, I'm just restating it, the checkpoint I have is still at the very beginning of the screen. If I die at this point, I have to do every single thing I've done all over again.
Yeah.
It's don't die.
Also, this is the jellyfish we drew away earlier, see? Nice to salvage the jellyfish. Okay, but now I've hit this platform, you can stop holding your breath because this is a new checkpoint.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how long that was. That was nuts.
Yeah, keep in mind that some of it you don't have to do. Like everything after the electrical box, I could have just straight gone right and finished the level if I wanted to. I just felt like doing more. Because I've been feeling pretty good about how this is going. Oops.
Eh. You got the checkpoint.
But, yeah, exactly. Like I only have to do this climb here all over again. There we go. Now we end up in this fun little bit. Make her here.
Oh my
Go up.
gosh. Okay, I
Go
can
back
stop holding
down
my
again.
breath.
So, what's the deal here, you might be wondering? Guess you clearly need to go to the right. There's no way to go there. Except, there's one way to go there.
There's got to be a secret. What? Really?
Yep.
Yep. The respawn point gets set to the nearest valid point on the screen when you transition to the screen, which in this case is this
yeah.
passage.
I love it.
Anyway. Oops. Anyway, this is the actual final screen we'll be doing for this chapter. It's pretty long. Not as long as the previous final screen was, but it's all for a little bit of secret. It's also got some different, more relaxing music.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Go. Good little wind to help us too. Gonna land on this platform. Just need to find a particular position. This looks about right. There we go.
Dang.
Yay, jellyfish! Take us to the black hole.
Actually took us to this very hidden strawberry.
Yes!
With collar.
Yum.
Wow.
And that was the level. So technically timed.
Holy crap. That was very impressive. You know, I have
Yep.
4111 up here.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Anyway, the spoiled things, I'm gonna skip the ending cutscenes here. But you will get this picture.
Ah, yes! He got a mustache.
And now the thing I'm actually curious about, which is you'll see here. And strawberry, of course. And that's on the higher end of my deaths, but it's still pretty reasonable.
Really,
76.
that's not bad. Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Sorry, I'm
Celeste
just
chapter 9.
very impressed with how this was. That was a great display of skill. And yeah, what I like about that as well is that even though, you know, you said you did a lot of safer strats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still is impressive whether or not you go for all the extremely difficult stuff. So, yeah, I like it. Very, very nice. Also, you divided by 0.
I guess so.
How could you? How dare you? Breaking math. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I have had a blast with this. I believe we are going to let you go in just a minute. Anything else you want to say before you go?
Oh right, you should catch Big Bad Gamer Dart on whenever it's on, because I'll also be doing a run during that. It'll be a game I just yesterday set a new world record in, so that'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Remind me, what game are you doing?
Captain America and the Avengers.
I love that game.
So we'll be hearing all the no you'll ever want to hear.
Yes! No!
A symbol.
Oh my... America still needs your help!
Exactly.
Oh, they do. They definitely need my help. Well, thank you so much to DududeDude. I'm really glad. I didn't expect anybody to send a Celeste in, but I'm really glad you did because this was a blast.
I figured it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like, I especially wanted to do this chapter just because it's relatively new, so less people have played it, and so maybe people get the hankering to play it themselves while watching somebody else play it.
Honestly, I kind of want to go back and give it a shot now. Ooh, I'm excited. Well, thank you so much. Go enjoy your day. You definitely kept us entertained. I'll see you later.
Yo, later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, Corndan, before we move on to the next game, I do want to let everybody know if you have anything that you want to play, whether you are an expert or a beginner, as long as you are keeping us entertained, we want to see it. So please do submit. Also, thank you to all those who have subscribed and who gifted subscriptions. You're helping keep this stream running and buying prizes for Cusa Grande. And keeping me fed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and run to a quick ad as Corndan and I go bother Rain about some Final Fantasy Theatrhythm.
Yeah.
Okay, be back in 1 minute. I'm sneaking in. Very few people can hear us, though.
Hey, Brossentia, how you doing?
I'm not getting sound though, Rain.
I know, I have the sound down right now.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Oh,
As I
good.
said, there's I can't normally listen to it because it's on a half-second delay for me and going to the PC, so
Gotcha.
I
Well,
might not be able to hear you guys during songs. That's about it. Like,
Well-
that's my...
we'll probably just kick back and watch then, you know?
Well, I am going to ask you, unfortunately, Brossentia, you and Corndan each get to pick one song. Mandatory. You can't back out of it. Each of you get one song.
Well, now I got to go look up the song list.
Well,
Same.
that's why I posted it. So
Oh, where did you post it?
it's in the player chat. If you scroll up a little bit, there's a Final Fantasy Wiki link with all of the English names. If you haven't finished 14, feel free to skip over 14 section because there might be spoilers in the name. I think Corndan or someone else said, but
I'm
Yeah.
so good at paying attention to things that go on. Speaking of paying attention, I think we're live. Hello again, everybody. After ending that wonderful, beautiful advertisement, it was probably for like soup.
Could have been for soup.
Oh, I love soup. Make me a good soup. Yeah, Rain, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy you guys kind of took this. I figured I'd try.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great no matter what.
thank you for trying. No, seriously, I don't know what this Theatrhythm is. It says that it's an arcade version that we're going to be watching. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. Whenever you get the video, I have a webcam so you can see my hands as I play. I'll kind of go over the introductions. I start, right? So
All right,
it's hopefully set up nicely. We'll see.
I believe. Well, okay, I thought we were ready, but apparently I was dumb. Just a second, everybody.
Break it.
Calm your butt.
Hold on to
Yeah.
your butts.
Yeah, hold on to your butts. Get a butt.
And we should hold on to him because, you know, he hurt himself delivering your lumber.
Dang it. Yeah, Rain, here's the deal. If you ever go and deliver lumber, make sure that...
You actually pick it up?
Well,
Yes.
first off, yes. I don't know. I can imagine you being a lumberjack. You've got some great facial hair. Well, at least you did. I don't know if you do now.
I have to keep it trimmed because of the mask situation, but I still rock the beard.
Okay, good. Good. I like that beard. Well, we actually have you up and live. We are actually bumping up the estimate. We can go over estimate because the next run is going a little later, so no worries if we pass the 30-minute mark and are still entertained.
I mean, that's what it's here for. So I'm all right. I'm starting. So
Yep.
all right. I'm unfortunately gonna unplug my earpiece right now because of this. So this is All-Star Carnival, and it's like Theatrhythm if you played the 3DS version, except for there are 2 sticks and 2 buttons. So you have everything kind of like that. So I'm going to be doing kind of an intro thing, and because Final Fantasy IV is my thing, we're going to be doing Final Fantasy IV music. So in Theatrhythm, there's 2 types of tracks. You've got battles and fields. So this is a battle track. I'm just going to change my arrow color. I'll explain that in a minute. But you can also change your party. So for this first set, I'll change my party just because we can. You don't know who those are. Sorry.
I know
but
this
also,
music.
they have a lot of they got a whole bunch of different characters, and even has Mystic Quest. You got your tactics. It's got from the Dissidia games. Mobius is represented, or so is Record Keeper, and even Chocobo. You gotta have the Chocobo, right?
I love that Mystic Quest is Final Fantasy USA.
This is 14s. If you don't know it from Final Fantasy IV, it's a great game. You should play it. So this is a battlefield track. So the main thing about this is that you have buttons you can press, directions you can move. You kind of get it from the sense of arrows. But the main thing with battlefield tracks is it's got 4 button signals on the left side. It doesn't matter what you hit, you just follow it. So you'll see there's holds that end with an arrow swipe. There's just arrow swipes. There's doubles. And it doesn't matter what side you play with. And there's even double arrows, which requires you have to move both sticks to do. And so, you kind of get the sense, it's a little bit of tracking. There's quite a bit of things they can do with the system, and they kind of get into that. The other important thing is that holds actually are timed. You do have to hold them for the proper length. If you don't, then you can have problems. So the important kind of thing here is just the arrows tracking. I'm playing on what is hard or the 3rd difficulty. The cabinet later in its life introduced a 4th difficulty they call Transcendent, or at least that's what the translations call it. I'll show some of that off later as I can. I'm still not great at Transcendent, unfortunately, because I only got this cabinet last month.
And you've already gotten everybody up to level 99? Awesome.
And that's a pretty fine score. I mean, that's kind of what's going on. Do you got anything to say, Brossentia, Corn?
This is really a cool setup here. Yeah, you got S. That was fun. I know. I'm pretty impressed with how this looks. It's a really cool system.
Yeah.
Do the 4 rows matter, right?
No, they don't. No, so as long as you're hitting it. So in the original DS version, when you picked your party, each row kind of corresponded to a party member, and they'd attack, and you'd see that because it was set up like a normal RPG with them on the right side.
Gotcha.
But if you notice in the background when I was playing, they were moving on a field, attacking things. So they still have that aspect. I'm playing on an offline mode, so it's not connecting to any servers or anything. But normally you could also, if there's other people playing, you'd all kind of gang up and try to progress. You get pickups and items that you can use to play. So it's kind of a cool little thing. This is a tower, if you remember it. But this is a field one. So the difference with this is it normally only has one marker. And you'll notice that I have the holds, but now the holds can they're not straight. So the idea is you kind of hold up or down to go with the rhythm. And then if it ends, you just gotta flip the direction to end it. And then the other arrow type that kind of is there, it's now showing up like orangish. That's a hold where you start it with an arrow and you have to hold the direction. That was added later in the cabinet's life. So a lot of like the earlier songs, even on higher difficulties, don't have it. I picked these two songs to kind of show off, so. And like this is kind of like, so I've been doing hard, and like the nice thing about this game is that it's more about timing than anything else. So usually you don't get anything too complicated. It's not too brutal. It kind of lets you just enjoy the music a lot of the time. And so you get like kind of a nice kind of pace to it.
Very nice.
We haven't really gotten them anything good. So the nice thing also about the Theatrhythm cabinet, you guys remember at the end of the DS's life, they got downloadable content. They got extra songs. This also has other Square Enix titles. So I'm gonna put this song on here. Fairly recent, you guys might know it, depending on how much you watch stuff.
Yeah!
Nice.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love that, you know, in this one, it's just now, like, everybody's showing up. Sephiroth's here. Chocobos in the back.
Oh yeah. Lots of Gilgameshes.
Well, I mean, there's just not one Gilgamesh. You gotta have them all.
Well, yeah, mesh of Gilgamesh. Yeah, anyways. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Also, do take a note of what Moogle we get. You can kind of see me swirling on the screen. This is a White Mage Moogle. It's going to change every time we play. I like to point out the Moogles, and we got the FF7 airship on the exit screen.
Aw.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the basis of Theatrhythm. There's kind of a lot of fun stuff. As I said, I'm playing on the 3rd difficulty. The 4th difficulty is a little trickier. The main thing is if you've noticed, it's been very kind about keeping it to like maybe 2 things at a time. Anything above like the 10 mark, it starts going, actually, you know, they have 2 buttons and 2 arrows. You can do stuff with that. And they can be really mean. So I know everyone is a fan of Battle on the Big Bridge. So this
Big Bridge is the best song in that whole game.
So this is a remix. I'm putting it. This is a 12 difficulty. I haven't really talked about difficulties, but this is the hardest 3rd level song there is. It goes up to 16. This is also one of the 4 hardest songs on the next difficulty. If you look on the screen, you're gonna kind of see that the game can not be kind about what kind of arrows it gives you in the order. And this is, you know, kind of where my skill cap is starting to show, and you'll see me kind of mess up a little bit more, but you'll kind of get a sense of what's going on. A little harder to track on that one, huh?
A little bit.
So, As the last song, I'll show off one of the harder songs. I won't pass it by any means, but you kind of get the sense that, like, while stuff looks simple, it can really build. Bro or Corn, do you have one of your songs selected yet?
I do. You know what? I kind of want to play the bombing mission.
That's FF8, right?
That's FF7.
7? Okay. Unfortunately, Japanese names, so you have to give me a second here. This one, right? Corndan, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I don't want to get it wrong.
Yes, that one.
All right, cool. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch on this thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
obviously, I've had this for a month and I still actually haven't played every song at least once. So,
This is being a lot of fun, by the way. Good luck.
This is great.
all right. A little brain farty on that one, but it's okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's good music. That's all that really matters.
Oh my
You
gosh.
have the stick movements. Is it always the left hand arrow corresponds to the left stick, the right hand arrow corresponds
No,
to the right
you can mix and match them as whatever.
So
So there's a
doesn't-
lot of. So the ones that go like out and then in, you can literally do it the same direction both times if you want
Gotcha.
to, because it's there for people to kind of. Sometimes it's easier to say flick them out to the side and let if the sticks are loose enough, they can actually bounce back and hit the other side for you. But I usually like to just go out in because it's a lot easier for me. Like, it's whatever. Did you have a song picked out, bro?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a beautiful song from Near Automata.
Okay, so you want
Near a
square.
tomato?
What's that?
Or near a tomato?
Near a Tomato. Eh.
Which one?
It's called A Beautiful Song. Nope.
This one then.
Yep.
My Japanese is pretty good. Once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's beautiful. It's beautiful song. Yeah, I just had to think about Japanese for a second.
I had. Yeah, that's always the fun part.
We'll see how this goes. So, I really don't have chat up, so I'm giving a see if I can kind of tune out the half-second lag on my thing, but chat, if you guys have a request or two, you can bug Brossentia and Corndan to relay it to me. We got a little bit of time to kill, so I could probably do one or two, whatever's clamoring. I know that like out there in the world, there's way too many people with way too many Final Fantasy favorites. It's even got Chrono Trigger, so it's got Chrono Trigger favorites on there. It's got some Mana songs. You know, you got a lot on this cabinet.
Call what you want in chat. I will make sure it's available. Or not.
I mean, a lot of this stuff is available. It's not necessarily just lost. So,
No, I meant just
one
people
thing
say, I want that song.
you can kind of pre-verify. Or, because I know what the next song I'm going to play is, just because I have to. I feel it's kind of, needs its support in the world, really. I held that one too long.
Very nice.
That's it. A lot of good songs on here, that's for certain.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and tell people, there were some who were saying no music from FF14. Like, I don't care if you want to choose some.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Every song in 14 is in Japanese in the title. So, unless you can read Japanese, you're going to avoid spoilers that way.
Well,
a lot of them.
Whatever, I looked through the titles. I didn't see any spoilers that I
Some
didn't
people
already
should.
get based off of people talking around.
All right,
I know, right?
I got a couple songs people have been.
I got one last song I want to play because we just have to. Because I'm sorry, no one reps the Mystic Quest like they should.
This is a good one. I fully agree with.
Any of the Mystic Quest songs I could play, can't say it's wrong.
Well, Battle 2 was actually requested in chat.
Yes, Battle 2.
Battletoad? Alright, I will do Battle 2 then.
It's so good.
Okay, it's a 15. I'm not trying it on Transcendent. I was like looking. You know what? Just because we really got to push that rep here. He is loaned from that game, so he's leading. We got a Chocobo. RNA is good. And you know what? We gotta rep the puppy. The puppy's gonna come with Brosentia's channel.
Yeah, puppy.
And we have you look, it's a Chocobo Moogle. Yellow Chocobo Moogle specifically. And that's actually a deal because there's multiple different ones. He shows up as a red Chocobo, or a black Chocobo, or a white Chocobo, depending. So, as I said, pay attention to Moogle costumes. They change. And you can also even see them on the bottom for like the other kind of CPU teams that show up.
Not
All right.
bad, not bad.
Yeah, there's 2 arrows in there. I still haven't quite figured out. You notice they weren't the normal like directional arrows. They seem to be coming in from the outside. I'm wondering if that's like a reset to neutral, and I still haven't figured that out if that's the case. It might be. They're not very common, or else I would have figured them out by now. So, what else is chat clamoring for if they have anything?
I saw a couple of requests for Blinded by Light from Final Fantasy 13.
Not a bad one.
Okay.
I think that's the best song in the whole game.
I don't know. I'm a personally fan of this myself, but Blinded by Light.
I'm not.
I know. I'm weird. Okay. No. Why am I not? Is Blinded by the Light the battle theme?
Yes.
Okay, so it's this one then.
Yes, it is.
Because that's not what. All right. Oh, it's a 12. So this is I'll try this on Transcendent. So this is a bit more aggressive. I'm willing to play anything up to a level 12. But anything that's Transcendent, I'm going to warn you, I'm either going to do well or extremely horrible. And you'll kind of see as it progresses. Because there's always nice sequences in Transcendence, and then there's like, okay, they got sadistic here.
Not bad.
No, that's actually not bad for a 12 for me right now. I'm still... That's still in the B range. There's quite a bit of it's just some hand motions I'm not used to.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a clear.
It's always a clear, I'll tell you that much. I'll even prove that. Alright.
We got time for probably a couple more.
Yep. Something I want people... Record Keeper itself has some very, very good remixes of stuff. And, like...
Huh.
It's just one of those things that, like, for a mobile game, you think they wouldn't do a good job with the music, but Record Keeper, Opera Omnia, Mobius, some of them have some really good just tracks they did. Even like when they did the Bra Bra music CDs and stuff, like,
Yeah.
some of it's just really good. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
So, how are we doing on time-wise? Because I think there's enough for one full credit and then maybe a little bit more if I'm
You
right.
got about here. Let me check real quick.
Yeah. I think 1 or 2 songs, and then
All right.
that's
so
it.
we're gonna do 2 more songs, and then I'll show off a really hard thing, and that'll be it.
Okay.
So that should be about 10 minutes, give or take.
I think we can do
Spot on.
that.
Yeah. So, kind of like a cool thing is sometimes there's double tracks and things like that. But you know what? I don't think anyone hates this song. I hope no one hates this song.
It's okay, I guess.
Okay, you guess.
It's not my favorite on the soundtrack, but it is very good. I think Chrono Trigger is a better song than this, but I think this is very good.
I don't know. It's just such a good jam that, like, it's just so uplifting, really. I don't know.
it's good.
Real good.
But I can agree it's not the best on the soundtrack. I just think it's really good.
Corndad's just giving you a hard time. That's all.
No, I love this song. I also think it's a testament to how good the soundtrack is if this is not the best song on the soundtrack.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the Undersea Palace. Or Ocean Palace. Whatever.
Right? Ocean Palace, Chrono Trigger, Millennial Fair.
I'm just gonna call it Under the Sea Palace. It can be Ariel's now, okay?
And
Very
then,
nice.
And then we're gonna I'm gonna rep one more weird game that I really wish more people would play. I understand if people don't, but like.
Ooh, I wonder. I was actually gonna choose this, so I'm really glad you are. I need to finish playing Live a Live.
It's such a great game because you don't have to spend forever in one story, and it like I don't know. I'm very weird in that I have certain feelings about the game in certain contexts. So. You can tell I like this song because I do well in it.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm really sad because I only missed like 3 things.
Still triple S? Holy cow, that was very, very good.
Man, I said this would be the last track, so as I mentioned, this game goes up to difficulty 16.
Oh yeah.
So this is Matoya's Cave remix. There isn't a lot of most of the high difficulty stuff tends to be remixes or some of the later songs that were added. If you can keep up with these arrows, please contact me. I need your eyes. Please note this is also a field song, so watch for some of the tricky BS it pulls.
I could follow it until about the last third.
Yeah, it got a little nuts. Hey!
As I said, it's always a clear. Please note, I missed like at least a
All
third.
of them.
The worst thing about it is, I don't know if you noticed, is that there's a hold where you have to move the track up and down, and then they still make you do arrows, and I don't know how you do that sequence yet.
You are friends with kind of nerdy housewife who apparently has also played that track and gotten E's.
I have done better, but
It's okay. You are, as chat says, excellent for me. I think that's it for this then, right?
That
Yeah,
was
that's
awesome.
Oh my gosh.
so. I just want to say, everyone, like, I know this is going to be extremely hard to find in arcades. It's been slowly falling out of favor, even in Japan. Like, that's the main reason I got the cab, is that they're kind of an exodus. So even if like a new round one pops up near you, they might not have Theatrhythm. When I went to go visit Rom Scout, and I was like, I need to play this cabinet before I owned it, we had to go to one, like, he lives in California. We had to go to one of the 3 round 3s near him because the other 2 did not have it.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really intense. I'm sad that it's becoming less popular because I could see this lasting for a long time, but at the same time, I guess everything becomes unpopular eventually.
Yeah. It just has, so like, right here, it's a 366 track list, apparently, if you look at the bottom of the screen. So
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
now, you look through here, and there's quite a bit just from each Final Fantasy, and that's like the main thing I want to say is, like, I absolutely adore this. This is like, lately I got this. This is the latest patch, so this has like every DLC on it, like, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
if you have all of the DLC, then that is really good. Yeah, if there were an arcade cabinet I'd think about getting, this might be one, but at the same time, they're so
I don't need to
expensive.
sell people. The best thing about this cab, this is a headphone port. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, because I forgot how to cut it off, but there's a headphone port. It comes base. A lot of music games don't have headphone ports base, except for new, like, some of the older ones. And so, like, it's the main reason I can do this setup cleanly, is I don't have to worry about like cutting audio wires. I'm doing this from a headphone capture. So
That's really awesome.
It's super nice.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to sell you guys. Thank you for giving me time, bro and Corn, and thank you everyone for stopping by and watching, because
I'm so glad you came and did this, Rain. It's just great to have some Theatrhythm. So take care. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Corndan. We've got one more game for today. That was so... That was just great. I loved it.
Was great.
Before we jump over to the next game, I do want to run a quick little ad. I'm going to run away from the computer for a minute. Remember, thank you. Remember, thank you. Yeah, remember, thank
Good
you.
job, bro.
I guess it is September, so if you haven't subscribed before, then apparently the subscriptions are cheaper. So if you are able to, you are more than welcome. But if you just like watching, share the news. And if you want to play on this show, then send in a submission for Don't Make Us Bored. We've taken everything except for 1 or 2 things. So yeah, we would love to have you submit, and we definitely need some more submissions. So please, please, please consider it. Okay, ad time, and then we will talk to Jaxler.
Really hoping your webcam can go upside down.
Oh no, it is. I just have it turned off. Yoink.
Eggplant Whiz, thank you so much for gifting that sub over to Rain. He did a fantastic job. I'm
That was amazing.
super proud of him. Can we... Oh, you dragged me over.
I did.
Well, good job. Hello, Jaxler.
Hey, Brossentia.
Oh my gosh. I am always happy to see your games. I get excited because I've never really seen any of your games before.
Yeah.
And
I worry when I see them.
well,
You worry?
why do you worry? Why would you
Have I
ever
not-
worry?
I have not given
Because I'm trying to figure out what sort of bastardization of my childhood is going to happen next.
Well, it turns out it's SpongeBob time.
SpongeBob's
Honest-
too young for me, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna
I
say this in your childhood. I have a couple of questions, but
like. Okay, SpongeBob was popular when I was in high school, and I was like, yeah, I'm too old for this. But I'm not sure I was. Like, I saw 1 or 2 episodes. I'm like, I hate that I like this. Okay. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to like this sponge thingy. SpongeBob
Yeah.
square butt. Yeah. But then again, you know, we, I guess, like, it's too popular to hate things that are good, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that, and there's really no reason to do it. It's, like, there's a lot that's good out of SpongeBob, even if you were in that awkward teen age like I was. It is worth giving a shot if you haven't.
oh yeah. May or maybe not this game, but no, I'm just kidding.
What? Maybe not this game?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Wow.
But I'm just goofing around.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I gotcha. Well, I think we have the game up. It looks...
Okay. Is game audio coming through for you too?
I was hearing game audio. I'll for sure be working on adjusting stuff, making sure everything's balanced. So.
Yeah. The title screen sounds like elevator music roughly, so if that sounds like what you're hearing, then we should be good.
Yeah, and I hear a vehicle.
You hear vehicle? Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's the bus. I don't know why they made the start game button a bus, but
It's a good bus. So, yeah, feel free to introduce the game and let me know when you do a countdown, and I'll get the timer started.
yeah, sure. So, what's up, everybody? I am Jaxler. You may remember me from Neopet Shenanigans. This is one of my favorite speed games. This is SpongeBob's Truth or Square. I'm not gonna be doing the standard any percent run. I'll explain once we start into the run why. This is any percent no LSG, which is sort of like an all levels category. That's the best way to think about it, but with some extra restrictions. You'll see why that restriction is kind of important. I'm being very vague, but yeah, this game came out on the Wii and Xbox 360 in 2009, and I will be playing on the Xbox 360 version, mostly for faster loading times. But I don't have too much to stall for. If we're ready to go,
Yeah, I'm ready.
all right, cool. So time starts on new game, so we'll start when I say go.
All
3,
right.
2, 1, go. All right, so the first thing you'll notice, apart from the loads, is that as I load into the first level, you'll see some loading screen Spongebob trivia. I kid you not. That is a thing that this game offers. I suggest that you play along as the run continues. But you get 3 options. I am going to be pressing A to reveal the answer as soon as possible.
You like the open window.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the open window, man. Well played.
Yeah.
All right. So this game is another 3D platformer because that's all I know how to speedrun. And this first level, jellyfishing, starts out with a bunch of robots that I have to beat up. So they have the ability to wander around during the opening cinematic, which is really obnoxious. So I kind of have to read their movements a little bit and come up with a strategy as I go. You'll notice this spatula attack I'm using has a ginormous hitbox. I'm going to try to use that to my advantage to try to hit multiple robots with the same swing, which saves about a second every time you can get it. I got extremely unlucky though, so no can do. But there's a couple of manipulations I can do in the next bit here. Where if I stand in the right place, they'll generally walk into a position where I can bash them over the head. Now, the reason this is called no LSG, it stands for no level skip glitch. So we've already deviated a lot from the standard any % run because you can go out of bounds in certain areas in this game and hit these triggers, which trick the game into thinking you've beaten levels that you haven't, because this is an amazing video game. So you can use that to basically skip most of the game, and it's like a 23-minute run. So this category bans that glitch, if that makes sense.
Okay, it does. And honestly, sometimes just putting one restriction in there makes the run a lot more interesting.
Oh yeah, and you'll see that a bit when we get to some of the sort of middle of the run levels that are much different than any other like run of this game, such as 100% because of that restriction. But I don't want to spoil anything quite yet. Someone in the chat mentioned that the music sounds like it's from Battle for Bikini Bottom, and that's because it is. This was made by the same people who made legendary 2003 platformer SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, as well as the SpongeBob movie. And this game basically recycles all of its music from both of those games because this team had no budget for this title.
I mean, it looks pretty good for a no-budget game.
Yeah, the 360 version does. We won't talk about the Wii version though. Anywho, we're going into the sort of first of the major sequence breaks, which are these barrel jumps. Now, these barrels, as you'll soon see, have terrible physics, but I can use them as platforms to allow me to skip some platforming sections here. So I'm gonna get this one on its side, roll it up this plank next to this rock, and nice, first try. So that gets us up over the ledge. That saves roughly 45 seconds. This one also, yeah, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's a neat trick. That's awesome.
So
yeah, well, now we got a harder one. This one's weird because we needed the barrel to be aligned so it's above horizontal. So right now it's horizontal on its side. I need to boost it up the wall so it gets tucked in the corner. Then I can jump off it to skip this entire cave section. That saves like another 45 seconds.
So wasn't there a DS version as well?
There was. We don't talk about it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Talk
bad.
about a lot of things.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of its own game. So we did a little bit of a strat there. You can't jump off of that jellyfish jelly, so I do a jump around the side in order to skip some of the slide. So for this final fight, there's a lot going on under the hood that I can't explain. Essentially what's happening here is in this fight, what the game will try to do is spawn a group of 3 blue robots and then supplement with these green hammer robots until the arena fills up to a maximum of 5. So what I'm doing is I'm going around and hitting these guys in a very specific order to manipulate their spawns. If you don't do this properly, what will happen is the game will wait for like an extra 3 to 4 seconds to spawn in another group of 3 blues, but that's about the kind of fight that you want, so that was pretty good. So at the end of the level here, we get rewarded with a happiness object. That is what it is called. I am not kidding you. So we get a jellyfishing net, and these are sort of the major collectathon collectibles of this game. You get 1 for beating each level, and you get 2 for backtracking and doing some bonus challenges. And so sort of the conceit of this category is we have to grab those objects from their source locations to beat each level. That's sort of the technical definition of the category because, as you may see later, you can grab some of them from out of bounds and it triggers the ends of levels, which is mind-boggling, to put it frankly. But first level's a little bit slower. This is where the run really starts to get glitch heavy. Kelp Forest, as we call it, is one of the coolest levels in the run, and there's a lot of interesting tech that you'll get to start seeing here. The first thing I'm going to go for here is what's called a hammer clip. If I get it, you'll see me get hit by one of the hammer robots straight through the wall.
Okay.
So I'm going to be quiet for just a second here. It's not crazy hard, this setup in particular, but if I miss it, I kind of have to take a death warp, so... This looks good. You'll see the camera jitter. Good, we got it. So now I'm through the wall. So what happened there is that the hammer robot's like actual hammer has two different hitboxes. There's the part that like prevents Spongebob from like moving through it. And there's the part that actually like makes contact and damages Spongebob. And if you hit both of those at the same time at a specific angle, it can clip you through acute corners. So what I'm using this to do is sequence break a bit further into the level. You're gonna see me spatula slam into this invisible wall from the other side. That hits, oh, that might have been a little early. Okay, we're good. That hit a invisible checkpoint trigger, which put me in the wall, and that saves roughly a minute, so.
There's a habit of you going out of bounds with games.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you like out of bounds glitches, you will love this run. Next up is another really cool trick called spin boosting. Yoink. So you saw me just get a ridiculous amount of height right there. That is the result of a weird interaction between spinning and clanking into a blue spinny robot, where if you jump right before that happens, the game doesn't put a limit on your horizontal momentum or vertical momentum right away, and you just get straight up into the air. And that lets you skip a lot of stuff in this game, so you'll be seeing that a lot. You're also seeing me do some movement technique here called, I'm gonna wait this second. Called spin hopping, where I do a very short tap hop and then use the spin move. This gives me an extra burst of speed every time I do it, but there's a bit of a technique to how you do it because you want to make sure you see SpongeBob's landing animation occur, otherwise you lose a bit of speed. So as a result, especially on like, it's pretty straightforward on sort of these flat sections, but it gets really tricky to optimize and make sure you see that landing animation when you have all these platforms here. But you'll see a bit more of that later. I'm gonna stand still for a second to get this spinny robot to spawn right here, and then we're gonna spin boost off of him underneath this platform. Wow. And that lets us skip this entire challenge. So we just activated it right from the start, and now we can use these elevated platforms to get straight to the end.
Very
and
nice.
Then a lot more spin hops right here. Spin hops are really fun to do. It's one of those like, you know, sometimes when you're like with certain speed runs, like there's like a kinetic component to it where it just feels good to pull off the movement, and this is definitely one of those games.
Oh yeah.
Alright, now right here, you're supposed to grab that power-up where you team up with Sandy to get through these basically Venus flytrap flowers. However, the devs made the hitboxes on them so small that you can just cruise right by them. Alright, another spin boost off of that guy skips this entire section where you have to go find a hidden button, and we are already at the end of the level. It's a little hard to understand how much we skipped without like context of a casual playthrough, but yeah, this level's pretty fast in the speedrun. Anywho, shoutouts to my favorite Beatles-inspired boss. I worked very hard here to, shoutouts if you get the joke. I worked very hard to get my...
we got it.
Thank you. I was worried you weren't laughing at me either because, because you were like mad at me for making the joke.
like of course it's a yellow submarine. Like if it were Sergeant Pepper, I might be more impressed. But okay, I'll take the yellow submarine. It's fine.
Yellow submarine.
Yeah.
I have a yellow submarine in my aquarium. Even of course it's going to be a yellow submarine.
How about a octopus's garden? Huh? That would be appropriate too.
How about a glass of tea? Because that is the happiness object that we are rewarded with. I don't know why. This game's weird.
I'm trying to think if there's a Beatles song that has something about tea. Maybe Day in the Life? Oh my gosh, I don't know.
All right, so this game's split up into 3 acts, and we are going into the first boss fight of the first boss fight of the game in the first act. There's 1 in each act. This game is pretentious enough to have acts, but don't worry about it. But this boss fight's rather straightforward, and there's not too much to talk about in it. So I kind of want to talk about something that I didn't get a chance to mention, which is this power-up that you saw me get. This is called the buff power-up. You're going to see me get it here in just a second again. What it does is it gives you double damage on all your attacks, and it gives your spin that property that gives you extra speed mid-air, which is how we use that spin hopping movement like you see me do right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue with this power-up, though, is the instant you take a hit with it on, you lose it. So a lot of this run can be really dicey at times, because if you take a single hit, you'll lose your power-up, and you have to resort to slower movement if you can't find a backup. Luckily, this boss fight's like not too movement heavy, so it's not a big deal, but in later levels, it can be really, really scary. Because it's like a giant touch of death run, and that's part of what makes it fun, but it's really hard.
By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and brag, because a day in the life, yeah, there is a line that he says, I ran downstairs and drank a cup, which was a cup of tea. So there you go. It's not sweet tea like in this game, but we got it. We got the connection.
Alright, so I'm positioning myself in a very specific spot here so I can insta-hit. Oh, he missed. Okay. Good job, Spongebob. That very rarely happens. And then we're just doing spin hops to get to the rest of the enemies.
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick has problems.
Yeah, well, that's Robo Patrick. For those of you wondering about the game's, for those of you who are curious about this game's story, don't. I like to joke that it's a non-canon game into a non-canon episode. This game was rushed to coincide with a TV special that absolutely flopped, and the story is not worth paying attention to, in my completely unbiased opinion. We also get a green hot dog now, which is pretty cool. I don't know.
Yay, hot dog! So, isn't there a new SpongeBob movie being made? I'm trying to remember.
I believe so, but I think it got delayed. All right, let's see here. So there is a small chance that I lose 15 seconds here to a slow load, so we'll see if that happens.
Plankton's wife. Plankton's wife.
Plankton's wife.
That's my bet.
Oh, I got the RNG slow load. Let's go. All right, we just lost 15 seconds.
Slow load.
Welcome to this game.
Wow.
Yeah, you see how this one's like waiting for a long time to load? This is a really slow one. All right, pay attention real quick here as I go into the next level. Best line in the game.
Jiggle me handle, SpongeBob. Are you going to party without me?
Jiggle me handle, SpongeBob.
That was in the kids' game?
Yeah.
You can jiggle anyone's handles, it's fine.
I don't know about that one.
Thwarting Plankton.
Anywho, this is an interesting level because this is called Pretending to be a Fry Cook, but it's just another level that takes place in Jellyfish Fields because, again, this... oh, wrong way. Sorry, I usually go over to that warp box for practice, but this is a full run, so I'm not allowed to do that. Not like I could. But anywho, the first half of this level is rather straightforward. I kind of consider this level to be sort of the turning point of the run where things get kind of bonkers. First half of it is rather straightforward. We've got these outdoor bus wash, semi-auto scrollers. I don't know either.
Well, it helps. You got to keep your sub clean.
Yeah, I suppose. But they're also underwater. That's the other thing I don't understand.
Yeah, but you know barnacles, right? They're not coming off without some help.
I also have to shout out the poor fish who's actually swimming the boat over to where it needs to go. Fun fact though, on that button I just hit for this bus, if you hit the button early, the game will just stall for 4 seconds before the bus decides to move. I don't know why, but it will lose you time, so you have to wait for the bus to come to a complete stop before pressing any buttons. It's really bizarre. But anywho, I'm going to start setting up the next couple of tricks because we've got 3 rather difficult ones back to back. The first one you're going to see me do is... Ooh, I'm low on health. This will be a little spooky.
Oh, down to underwear. Except it shows pants on whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Anywho, what I'm gonna do here is jump off this coral, off of this tiny little propeller hitbox, off of this one, over an invisible wall, and that lets me skip over this entire puzzle section. That saves, I want to say, 30, 45 seconds.
Wow.
That one's trickier than it looks.
That's like a theme with you. It saves 35 to 45 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just guesstimating because some of these tricks are like 3 to 4 years old, so it's like no one bothered to time them because we just know they're fast. Anywho, another common theme with this game is that things don't have collision. They're just loosely wrapped in invisible walls. So I used that poor collision mapping right there to skip a tub section. Then I'm gonna jump off this barrel to get up here early, do this part of this puzzle intentionally in order to keep these propellers down, and you might see where I'm going with this. I'm gonna jump off this guy, off of this light post, over a really high invisible wall that lets me skip that second bit and saves about a minute. And that's like the gauntlet of the really 3 tricky things.
Very nice. Yeah, you made it look effortless.
Yeah, I mean, that's more just a consequence of having reset there for like 3 years now at this point. So we got to see Squidward there. He is by far the most overpowered helper buddy in the entire game.
Yeah.
As you'll see later, the spinner robots can actually deflect cannonball charges. And Squidward's cannonballs just go straight through that armor. It's really silly. He's really overpowered. And you'll see me use him when possible. I'm going to do something here called a paddle boost, where I spin it from the left side to give me a little extra momentum. And then I'll jump on this pipe because the game won't stop me. And then we're kind of at the end of the level here. I'm going to go for a bit of a sort of minor little skip here. It's a bit... Oh, I beefed it. We're just going to wait. If you aim your shots carefully, you can actually bank it off the wrong side of this paddle and still hit the target, and that counts. So. Nice, we got one. Okay,
nice.
Cool. So this is a nice little time saver, saves a couple of seconds. And there we go, that's the end of the level. You have to be very careful there, actually. If you stand where... Oh, hold on. There we go. Xbox menu, thank you. There we go. If you stand in the wrong spot there, the treasure chest can actually clip you inside of the bus and you are unable to move and you have to restart the entire level. That loses like 5 minutes, so glad that didn't happen.
Well, good.
Yeah, this game is just full of things like that.
You know?
All right, so this level requires a bit of explanation. So this is the first of several levels that are different in this category from anywhere else. Because in this level, what you normally do, as you'll see me do in a little bit, is go out of bounds, and then the happiness object that triggers the end of the level is actually right under the starting platform. So you can just jump to it from out of bounds and cue the end of the level instantly. However, this category bans that. So we're going to do something a bit more interesting as a workaround. So still going to get out of bounds as effortlessly as usual. You just jump off of those steam vents. And now I'm walking a bit of a tightrope here where I'm paying attention to where the floor ends so I know where to go. Jumping off these crates that have collision for some reason.
Okay.
And now with a double jump spin that puts me behind the starting platform of the level. I'm gonna jump on this canister, do a really tight leap of faith through some ice blocks. Now we're on the edge of a tunnel much later on in the level. Very scary double jump spin right there. There we go. If you're a little bit too late, you just fall to your death. And now we're doing another checkpoint abuse where I scraped against the left side of the invisible wall, and that puts me back inside the map, saving several minutes. So that was a pretty good sequence right there.
Wow.
Not done yet. There's still more to this level. Skip the puzzle for free by just jumping over it. Something you'll... come on. Okay, there we go. This pipe partially doesn't exist, so I can just jump right through it. Don't know why. Saves 5 seconds.
I love it. It's hit or miss whether you can hit or miss the box.
This game does not obey any semblance to rules. All right, this skip is actually really cool. This is the tenderizer, so we like to call this trick Tendy Skip because it sounds like tenderizer chicken.
Chicken tendies. Yeah.
That might not have worked. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I gotta go for it again. So, it may look like I'm just getting knocked back for no reason, but you'll see what this does in a little bit. Let's see if I hit this. That should work. All right, and the boss is dead.
What?
How does that work?
So the reason we believe that works is that, in past games, what Heavy Iron, the people who made this game, have done is they left triggers in the game for testing the bosses that allow you to instantly cue the end of the fight. So what we think happens there is that by boosting off the robot in that fashion, it launches us into that dev trigger and instantly kills the boss. That's the theory. We still don't really know. It was found by accident by another speedrunner named Q King, which it's kind of a miracle that it exists, but it's really, really cool.
I love that.
It's a really fun strat.
It's interesting that there are so many strange things that people can stumble into. And, you know, it takes years for people to find stuff.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna immediately turn around, jump on this stalactite, double jump over an invisible wall, and now we are out of bounds. So I'm gonna jump up this rock, and now I'm gonna do a little bit of black magic here if I can not fall. Give me a second. This is one of the hardest segments in the run, just because of some of the weird jumps you have to do. So what I'm doing is I'm jumping in and out of certain parts of the map here to cause it to load in and out. That lets me clip in and out of certain bits of geometry, which lets me scale on top of this ceiling right here, which is the second to last room. Now I'm doing the same thing again to clip back inbounds into this room. I have to clip my camera back in. There we go. Oh, I'm falling to my death. Okay, well, you're gonna get to see the strat again. Sometimes your camera gets stuck there and you just die. So hopefully I won't flub it as bad this time. There we go, got back out of bounds. Jump on this rock. Now you have to be careful. If you go too slow, you can actually cause all the enemies in the previous room to fall through the map and die, which triggers an extra cutscene. So you have to be a little careful not to cause that to happen. There's the camera.
Yay!
And now we can use this bit of pipes that happens to have colliders on it for some reason to skip straight to the end of the level.
Nice.
There we go. Bit of a difficult sequence right there.
Definitely worth doing, though.
Yeah, it's really fast and it's really fun. I love doing that strat every time. So now we get a bit of a combat break here. You're gonna see me abuse this cannon shot move a lot because it has a really quick startup and it also a really quick cooldown. So you can abuse that to make quick work of a lot of these enemies. I can English.
I can't even English today. You're fine.
He's gonna teach English.
Well, I am teaching. I'm not gonna. I am teaching it.
All right, there we go, and that's the end of the level. So that was an okay final fight, but that one's a bit tricky to optimize because you don't have your super overpowered power up to like double damage all the enemies. But,
oh yeah.
Not huge of a deal. It's like halfway into the level, and we just will never see it because that skip saves like 4 or 5 minutes or something ridiculous like that.
Finding treasure. No, land development.
Land development.
Well, plankton wood. I was thinking
You used
Squidward.
me for land development. It's like a famous SpongeBob
What
quote.
helps him go to
How could
sleep?
you not know? I'm just teasing.
I think it's a lullaby from Gary. Like, Gary can sing well. Right? He's a snail.
Nope, it's the sandwich.
Dang it.
You hate to see it.
If I was playing, the run would be over right there.
Alright, so this is everyone's least favorite fight in the game. This is Robo Squidward. I'm gonna try to abuse wonky barrel physics to give SpongeBob a little. Oh, I just jumped on top of it. That works too. Okay, SpongeBob. All right, buddy. So this fight is the Jank Emporium. The way this works is I'm I'm gonna kill this guy so he can't bother me. Because if you deal damage to this guy and you get hit by one of the robots on the way back from the gumball, it doesn't count for some reason. So you have to be really careful. It's a great video game. I'm a little critical on this game sometimes, but this is like an amazing speedrun, so I'll talk a little bit more about that if people are interested later. But
well, games don't necessarily have to be good in order to be fun. And I think this definitely fits into not good by Xbox 360 standards.
Yeah, when I played this game, I thought it was like aggressively mediocre. I just thought some of it was a bit repetitive, but like this game as a speedrun is just absurdly sick.
Yeah,
it really doesn't have any right to be.
I was gonna say I looked at some reviews and mediocre is the biggest thing that stood out, but yeah, the speedrun has some really fun stuff. It's sort of like the new Bubsy syndrome. Very mediocre, but the speedrun has some really enjoyable stuff in it.
Oh, that's interesting. I knew the game flopped, but I didn't know.
The new Bubsy, I think the speedrun is more interesting than the actual game, but I'm not sure that the speedrun is necessarily interesting either.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of it is interesting.
Like I think the way they set up movement and stuff is interesting, but that's okay, but you can't like see any of that because the game is still terrible. And by terrible, I mean mediocre.
Oh my gosh, alien embryo, Squidward's hot water bottle? I mean, of course.
I can almost
the trivia in this game ranges from impossible to uncover to what is the here's a great example.
What I wonder, what could they be? What could they be?
I think they're purple.
There's another one that asks
brown.
for his eye color as well. That one's pretty epic. But trivia memes aside, this is probably the hardest level in this category. There's not like a whole lot of crazy skips in this level. It's all just really difficult movement and platforming. As you'll see, I'm gonna go for a couple of gumball skips here that are really, really tricky. But I have to go for them because swag. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There we go.
Oh! Nice.
Now, let me try to explain this next bit. So, again, you can't jump when you're like sliding on this jellyfish jelly, and this rail happens to be covered in it. Oh, I beat the strat. Am I stuck? All right, backup strat. So what I was trying to do is like slide onto the crate and then use that to get on some poles, but I'm gonna go for a bit of a backup strat where I get my ability to jump back, jump on these crates to skip a cutscene that spawns in enemies. And then we're gonna skip this puzzle bit here where you have to blow open something with a bomb robot by jumping off this rail, and then you jump over to this platform, and that skips the whole bit. So not exactly optimal, but we're good to go.
So were you skating around in the purple junk on your tongue?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
tasty. I think.
That's not the first SpongeBob game to do that. I mean, it's technically in the show, but it's complicated.
I love when they have in the show like 1 5-second segment that turns into a full mechanic in multiple video games, you know?
Oh yeah. That's something that makes these like console SpongeBob games really fun, is like seeing all the references and all the love the games for these the series that these devs ended up having, which you don't always see. So I'm gonna go for a bit of a platforming skip right here. Nice for Stripe. That's called Cum Skip. That's a puzzle skip where you have to. It's like a rising water puzzle, but it's stomach acid. It's really kind of nasty. Well, I'm moving in a very specific way to deal with these enemies so they don't hack me. Are you serious? How did you not die? Interesting. Oh, you were dead. All right, that's fine. We'll be able to get a backup buff power-up in a little bit. But what makes this level so scary is that there is a point of no return coming up soon once we get the backup, where if I lose my buff power-up, I do not have access to it for the rest of the level, which will make it even more difficult than it already is. We haven't seen too much crazy stuff yet, other than like the first stomach acid room. But there's some spooky stuff coming up. Damage boost through that. Here's our next buff power up. And now my job in this level is to keep this until the end of the level if possible. This level ends in a robot ambush, so if I manage to keep the movement speed from the spin hopping as well as the extra damage output, it'll be extremely beneficial to me. So enemy's gonna spawn right here. Kill these two. And this is a rather straightforward combat fight. For a lot of these sort of wave fights, if you kill them fast enough, they will always spawn in the same location 100% consistently.
Oh, nice.
So, I beefed it. You just never want to give them the chance to attack is the issue. Where did he go? Oh, wow. Rude. Sometimes this game has a mind of its own. But coming up is a bit of platforming, graciously referred to as the Boneyard. Really, really scary. 2, 3, and I'm gonna leave the platform early. There we go. And then this is all just movement from here. I have to play it a little safe though because I'm on a weird cycle with these rotating platforms. This is where the spin hopping movement really gets to shine.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Weird cycle, like I said. Oh no, that's death.
No!
What a huge hitbox. All right, well, I get to do this whole section again. Oh, I'm already past this bit. All right, well, you get to see the Boneyard again. That's why everyone hates the spit in the run. It's so dang scary. I tried to go around it, but I forgot how big that hitbox was.
It's giant.
It's really big. Yeah, and that's what can be really scary when you're going for like world record attempts of this category, is that if you want to like compete for a world record, you need to keep your buff power up until the very end. For like a setting like this, it really doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, wow, we don't matter, huh?
No, it's not a big deal. It's like not the end of the world. There's a higher priority.
I'm giving you a hard time, Jaxler.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, ow! Oh, we hit Squidward too. That was weird.
Squidward deserved it.
Yeah,
Definitely deserves it.
Yeah, nerd.
All right, so there's a bit of a puzzle platforming segment here, but this spawner happens to spawn spin robots, and what that means is spin boosts. Whee!
Nice.
So you can skip that like really, really easily. Well, I've been doing spin boosts for several years, so it's easy to me now.
Comparatively, yeah.
Comparatively speaking, it's a lot better than what you normally have to do there. It's really slow and dumb and sad. But
it's a snake.
It's a
hill. It's dead.
No, he's all right.
Aw. Okay,
he's
just sleeping.
I was very concerned for him. Okay.
He's doing his best.
He's in lava though.
There he goes.
Oh.
Back in his home. All right. I'm gonna go for a very dangerous strat here that's normally only really possible with the buff power up, but I'm a maniac. Oop, that's not gonna work. Oh, it works! Let's go!
What? What? Oh my gosh.
I can't tell you how risky that is without the buff power up. The buff power up gives you extra distance on your spin, which makes that strat a lot easier. I had really no reason to risk it, but I felt bad for losing my buff power up, so I wanted to go ham.
I love it. I love it. You gotta show off sometimes, okay?
Oh yeah. So one last puzzle right here. We just roll this bomb friend over to this spot.
And then kill your bomb friend?
Yeah.
I love it.
He took one for the team. Anywho, we're gonna, since we don't have our buff power up here, we're gonna say hello to our good friend Squidward again. Kill this guy. He'll be stunned for a sec. That allows me to kill him. And then they're gonna spawn in a set order. Should start with this guy.
Yeah, he's a little overpowered.
You'd be overpowered too if you got the Contra spread pickup.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish I had that in real life, like for when I'm spitting and just three-way spit. Yeah, I'd be powerful. Nobody would want to be near me.
All right, there we go. That's the end of the level.
Nice.
So that goes a lot faster if you have the buff power up, as you might imagine, but we're making do with what we got. It goes a little dance. So we got one more level to go before the final boss, actually. It's been quite a fun time so far. But the next level's kind of interesting. Karate Island, as it's called, used to be by far the longest level in the run. Before the skip I'm about to do is found, this level took about 10 minutes itself in the run. It's cut down to about 6 now. Most of that time is dedicated to a mini boss that we will soon be encountering. But a lot of work has been put into this level in particular by this community for the strat that you're about to see. So if you liked wall clips, you're gonna get to see another one. I'm gonna have to go a little bit gamer mode for a second because similar to jellyfishing, the robots have the ability to move around a bit during the opening cutscene. As long as you play your cards right, you can always manipulate them into the correct position. I just gotta pay attention here. Yes, this is a little spooky.
Return to category 5.
I should be able to make this work.
I feel 32% happier.
Ooh, let's go. Okay, so we got the wall clip, but we're not done yet. All right, we got up the slope. There's a very small platform that I can stand on right there to climb up the tunnel. Then I jump around here. Now we're on the tunnel to the final area of the level, and that skips the whole thing pretty much.
Nice. I assume that if you fall, you die.
Oh yeah, and you have to do the trick over. So that took like that sequence that you saw right there took roughly like 2 or 3 years of collective effort to find. So
wow,
really cool to get that first try. So many hours spent glitch hunting around there just to try to find something.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, that setup that you saw was found by a runner named Exotic Sponge, who's also put like he's one of the few people who for the longest time exclusively grinded this game on the Wii version, which for any percent I think loses roughly a minute 20. So the fact that he like continued to do all this work on the game playing on such a rough version of the game to play is really admirable. But now we've got like the worst part of the run, which is this guy. This is Demento. He takes 6 hits and he's very, very slow. But what you will see me do is manipulate him so that after his second charge attack, he appears in the middle of that back wall right there. So he takes the shortest possible route to the middle of the room to become vulnerable. But otherwise, I am just kind of chilling out here because he's very straightforward. This is sort of like the last frontier for like stuff that we could find to really optimize this game.
Yeah.
The problem with this fight is that there's a weird trigger where if you try to bring the buff power up into this fight, it will just immediately get rid of it for no discernible reason, and we're not exactly sure why. So we've tried things such as trying to find a similar trigger to the Tenderizer boss fight. We've tried finding ways of sneaking into the room without losing our power up. We've tried all sorts of weird stuff with no success. So if anyone's interested in getting into some glitch hunting, we could really use your help.
I love it. I love it.
It also makes some very funny noises.
It's also really good that you have ideas for what could potentially help. It's just, yeah, continuously searching can get really frustrating.
Yeah. And, you know, that's why I, like, try to, you know, promote these games to as many people as I can, because, you know, when I started this game, it was really only me and one other guy running it, and the more people we got looking at the game, and the more stuff that got found, so you're exactly right, you know? It's a snowball effect, and led to this really sick category, so, yeah. So, one more hit and then we're good to go, and then we got a boss fight.
Sweet.
Another one.
Whoever said time flies wasn't waiting here.
Hey, bro, you gotta take down Plankton. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be doing that soon. Yeah, spoilers. Plankton was the bad guy.
Oh, what I guessed.
Kind of mind-blowing.
Is that much of a spoiler? I mean, isn't Plankton the
No.
bad guy in the show?
Yeah.
I'll accept the charges, but you got the wrong number, sister!
Alright, and there we go. That's the end of the level. That was actually really, really clean. This might have scolded in another timeline, but not today.
Aw.
Oh well, it was 2 seconds off, which is for this level and how inconsistent that clip can be sometimes. That's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But yeah, now we're moving on into the final boss fight. So I'd say roughly
I remember, Patrick. The formula is
15 minutes ago, we would have already been here if we were playing the any percent category. That's how much that level skip glitch skips, to give you a frame of reference. Because you can repeat it over and over to trick the game into thinking you've beaten levels you haven't. So, yeah, that's why we're here at the 40-minute mark instead of at, like, what is it now? Like the 17? Yeah, 7 plus 5. It's crazy how much stuff has gotten found for this game. But this is like sort of the one part of the run that's always stayed kind of roughly the same. This final boss segment is split into 2 parts. You got these rooftop run bits, and you've got phases where you go inside the core of the robot to deal damage to it. And so, not too much to speed up on these rooftop bits, just kind of combat. Oh, okay. So what happened right there is a weird sort of knockback interaction where if you hit like a robot at like a really weird angle or geometry, it just knocks them away without dealing any damage. Why that's a mechanic, I could not tell you. But it exists and it can be annoying sometimes. This is one of those games that's just filled with it's a thing moments, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just you know, this game definitely didn't get an extra layer of polish, so I'd probably say that while it's not it's a lack of polish. Inconsistencies generally mean lack of polish. Yeah.
It's unfortunate because in like pre-release footage you can see the devs having a different vision for the game, but they kind of got screwed over by the publishers in a lot of ways. Which,
I mean,
you know, surprisingly common.
If you have a huge deadline and you gotta finish something, you just get it out there. So yeah, honestly, the game is really solid for being what essentially I would call shovelware, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it's a really, really fun speedrun. Really, really easy to get into. Part of the reason why I like showing off this game so much is it has a really even skill curve where a lot of the stuff you've been seeing me do is pretty tricky, but like the introductory level strats are really straightforward, easy to get into. If you have a 360 or a Wii, you can play this game and start competing right away. You know, even though 360 is faster.
Or a DS.
No, don't play the DS version. It's almost like a different game entirely, but also just no. Do not. But yeah, we actually have a. It's a little outdated now because of what happened to the any percent category, but. There is a full tutorial series on YouTube for learning a basic any percent route for this game, and it's really easy to get into. We have a full Discord for this game and everything. It's really sick, and the community is very welcoming. So, if this looked at all interesting to you, and you're like, "Hey, I'm looking for a obscure game to pick up as a speedrun," this is a really great opportunity. I also would argue that it's a really great like getting into speedrunning kind of game, because it has a really low barrier to entry, you know. Wii's are pretty easy to get a handle on. The game is cheap, because a lot of people don't know that this game exists. And yeah, it's a really
or is it maybe that they do know it exists?
Maybe. One other thing that I'd say as well is that with this game, because it's lesser known, usually people are much friendlier and welcoming when the games are lesser known. Like Bikini Bottom became pretty huge for a while there. But
yeah, it still is. Believe you know.
Yeah, for sure. With the re-release.
Yeah, but I totally get you, and that's what makes like obscure games so awesome to run. Is the communities are just so comfy, and you know, I'm not saying that as a thing against big communities. You know, big communities can be really great.
Yes.
But it's, you know, like anything in life, it's different strokes for different folks, and the small community vibe is really great. And especially for smaller runs, you really get to know everyone as like individuals outside of just names and sometimes not even faces, you know? So,
oh yeah.
Big shout outs to the Truth is Square community for just being awesome people. But yeah, this is the third and final phase, so he shoots 4 waves of cannonballs instead of 2 in this one because difficulty. But we've got one more core phase, and then time will be coming up. So the way this works is that on the final hit dealt to the robotic heart is when we call time. So you're gonna see me nab 3 more generators, and then when you see the giant puff of smoke come out of the generator heart is when we call time. So
nice. Okay.
just a bit more movement, and we'll be good to go. Ain't touching this one. Understandable, drumboardist.
Oh, he was talking about one of the trivia things about the Chambalaya.
Oh, yeah. All right, get ready.
Okay.
Time.
Very nice. 45, 43.
Yeah, that's what I had too. That's really, really good for a no reset.
Nice.
Yeah, so for context, world record in this category is 42.55. So getting that close in a no reset setting is really, really sick. Yeah, my controller disconnected, but it doesn't matter because it's not a cutscene.
Bob, what is
Wireless controllers.
Why aren't you
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that.
Time is money.
I kind of already did all my shoutouts during the final boss, so
Plankton's evil machine.
I think he gave quite a few. Yeah,
Talking about that.
I'm glad that you're the one person of the community who's really slipped over here and done runs. Like, if anybody else in the community wants to send something in that with this game or a different game or something, you know, you're more than welcome to submit.
Exactly. Now that you say that, I actually want to give a huge shout out to my good friend Jack Olaka, who runs this game. Believe it or not, this game actually made it onto the SGDQ 2020 backup list.
Ooh.
And it was Jack Olaka who got it in, and he's put so much love, sweat, tears into this game, and it's because of him that this game is really starting to get on the map, to the point that, you know, we could potentially get a GDQ showing for this, which is really, really exciting.
Oh,
so,
that's fun.
Wish us luck. We're gonna try again for AGDQ. But yeah, huge shout outs to Jack.
10 years of frustration.
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, bro, but
No, you're completely fine. Just please reconnect the controller. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I gotta laugh a little bit. There we go. The bubbles. That is it. We got the final cutscene. Jaxler, thank you so much for sharing this game. Hopefully you've got more things to send in later, because I would love...
you know it.
I would love to see what else you've got. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Corndan, what are your thoughts?
You know what? Tonight was great. That run was fun. I actually kind of want to play it, but not because it's good.
The glitches, I will say, are very fun to mess up. There's a lot of useless stuff that you can do in this game.
That
so
really
it's one of those
excites
great
me.
Glitchy sandbox games. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. I can help you. I mean, and that goes for anyone. If anyone's interested in picking up this, just feel free to message me. If something in the tutorial is not clicking or something like that. Yeah. Sorry, I stole your thunder again.
You thief! He's stealing everything.
Oh.
Nah, but seriously, I think this would be fun. I really enjoy games that are broken, even if the glitches don't do anything. It still is a lot of fun to mess around with them. A lot of fun. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and raid Pete Dorr. He's playing some Genesis stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Did we have a good raid message? Something about the handle.
Know my handle?
Oh, jiggle me handles.
Jiggle
me handles.
me handles, Pete. Let's go ahead and ask Pete to jiggle our handles, okay? He'll oblige. I know this. He'll oblige, and it'll be fantastic.
You might.
All right, everybody. I'm going to try to stream on Thursday, so I'll let you know on Twitter, on Discord. Other than that, we have Kusa Grande coming up, so hopefully the tiebreaker can get wrapped up really soon. All right, bye. Good night.
Night, y'all.
Bye.